All right.
Unique New York. Unique New York.
And 5.
We are back with another episode of the Santa Boot First Podcast. Coming out of the box firing tonight. We got some Sixers. We haven't been in here in a week, so we got to talk some Sixers post-mortem. We got Eagles schedule, best QBs in the NFC East rankings, and whatever else we get into. Stick around. You're listening to the Santa Boot First Podcast.
Someone got to mute
Are we doing that same song? Come on, can't we do something else?
Boo, 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 boo.
It's old.
You don't like
I like that one, man.
You don't like my boo-boos?
I like that
You don't like my
one.
boobies?
I don't think it's outside the box. Thinking
No.
outside the box.
It is. It's totally. It's totally.
It's more D in the box, if you ask me.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, fans of Santa, we are back again. We missed a week, and it was a big week, but there was other things going on. Family first, so we had things going on. We just couldn't make it in. But we are back tonight talking some Sixers, wrapping up that season, as much of a disappointment as it was. We had the NFL schedule release, so we're going to do our way, way, way too early predictions of the Eagles' record. And we're going to go through the NFC East quarterbacks and rank the quarterbacks. You know that some in this room are on the Jalen Hurts fan clubs, card-carrying members, president in the room. So we'll
Vice
see
president.
and vice president possibly, treasurer, secretary. We've got them all in here.
Yeah.
So we're going to see where that
Chief of
goes,
Been vice president for a while.
and maybe we'll talk about those
You do more than Kamala.
Phillies. Another disappointing team in the city. But first, I'm your co-host for the evening, Jim Marcus. To my left, the elder statesman, Donald Kennedy Deke Martin.
Hello there.
Hello there. To his left, we got the AP of CD. that's a callback. Ryan Smitty, what's going on, Smitty?
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
Fantastic.
Good.
Good. To his
Glad
left.
to see you.
To his left.
It was.
Glad
Yeah,
to see me, my
it's-
ass. To his left, we got DJ the Don.
What's up?
What's going on? To his left, Andrew Martin.
What's up?
The youngest, but the mightiest of the Martins. And to his left, he's ready tonight, folks. He's got his paper in front of him. He's going to talk tonight. Brody Marcus. What's going on, Brody, man? Sup? Taking it from Andrew.
Wait,
right.
he's got a paper tonight?
Yeah,
He's ready to go.
Notes.
What
He's
you
ready
got
to
notes
go.
on?
Because we weren't knowledgeable enough, so he had to bring
Oh,
the notes.
God. Oh, you didn't copy anything from, like, Adam Schefter or anything, did you? No. All right. I'll
He's
just
not
make
gonna.
sure.
He's not gonna pull up ESPN
All
and just
from
read
up
it right
here,
off of their
Smitty.
ranking.
All right, no
He
ESPN
gets
box
stuff
scores?
from me.
Schefter gets the stuff from him.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You usually have the breaking news.
And behind the glass, we got the man Nate Money Moss keeping us live and on the air. What's going on, Nate?
Yep.
All right, before we get into it, thank our sponsors, InsurePhilly.com. All your insurance needs. Give our guy Matt Maloney a call. Up to 10 quotes in about 10 minutes. Pops McCain's fine whiskeys and bourbons.
Yeah.
That they are.
Give Jason. Now, look, folks, the cost of gas is getting ridiculous in this area.
Crazy.
It hasn't crossed $5 yet, but once it crosses $5, you best believe I'll be working even more from home. I'm not driving that turnpike for $5 a gallon.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's
It
getting
hasn't,
there.
it hasn't
Cali,
hit
it's up to,
$5
like
yet?
8 or 9.
Not around our way.
No,
Not around
yeah,
here.
not yet.
You
In
wouldn't find.
California.
And I
Up
work
here.
I work over in Jersey, so I can get it for about 20 cents cheaper than
Oh,
here.
wow, you're saving a lot. Now you get
Driving to Jersey to
well,
get
you
it.
can get yourself an extra
You
shorty.
got to drive to Jersey to get it.
I know, but I work there anyway, so what the
You
hell?
Get an extra shorty hoagie. Saving this money on gas.
And our other sponsor, Mama Mia's. Tonight we had some.
Yeah.
We had a margarita pie, the special.
Yeah.
I
little
haven't had
plain,
A little
Mama
bowly.
Mia's in
a little
while.
cheesesteak stromboli, and we had the wings.
Yeah,
DJ,
DJ, what do you think?
Dude,
about
loves
the
those wings.
They're so good. I love wings in general, and just
Just-
for a
He
corner
loves meat
for a,
off the bones.
for a corner pizza shop, they're amazing.
They're not a
wings.
corner pizza shop. They're a franchise foundation.
You're right.
Growing and growing.
They're 2 doors off the corner.
All right,
You're
but
right.
whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, then
like
don't-
a neighborhood
I mean, we
pizza
just
shop.
got to make sure that we're politically correct if we're going to
Jeez,
say
I'm
things.
just saying, you know,
You know?
they're really good wings.
Gotta make sure you know what you're talking about. I think outside the box.
Okay.
all right, we got all that out.
I don't know. I don't know.
No.
Grow
Nate,
up.
have anything to say?
No.
Nate, you have any
Grow up.
outside the box thoughts tonight?
I couldn't help you. It's a hot box back here. That can be taken
Yeah.
a multitude
Yeah,
of
I was
ways
gonna
there,
say
Nate.
that might be
You
that might be a
incriminating
little
yourself.
That might be a little difficult.
A little risque.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we want to continue down this path.
No.
You want to get into sports?
I think I killed it.
I don't. Hot box is enough for me. I got mental pictures, and I'm not liking right now.
Yeah,
Somebody just farted.
yeah, I smell.
Whoa. What the?
And you got the fan on too. It's beautiful.
That
in there.
wasn't me.
It's keeping it away
That
from me.
wasn't
Like I
It's
said,
back in that
like I
corner.
said, hot box.
It wasn't me.
Dude, are you kidding me?
That's bad.
Grow
Yeah,
up.
You know, it's challenging enough keeping you guys.
Honestly, I
Focused.
don't know how you make it through the opening when we're sitting here cracking up over nothing. Like, it'll just because you're talking, and it's just we're so immature that you just can't help it.
You know, I
But
try.
Yeah, but this
you
is
keep it
this is
professional.
that's
Gotta
got to
think,
be
you know,
that's a
outside the
warning.
box.
That's a warning. Next time he's out,
I try to be
right?
professional.
Deke, is he out
Yeah,
after this?
yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Penalty box.
Outside
To
the
the penalty box. 5-minute major. 5-minute major. You're
That drew
out.
blood.
That might
You're not getting any. We're not copying anything from Schefter
that
with
might
that.
that might be a game misconduct.
That's definitely a game misconduct.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, flag on
It's
the
like
play.
I think we need to make it like hockey. If you see blood, if we hear it, then it's a game misconduct.
Illegal sharding.
If you can hear it in through the microphones, it's done.
We got sharding
That's
right
at
over
least
here.
5 minutes.
2 minutes locked in.
Oh man.
All right.
You do that on the back of a moving truck, you get your ass
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
beat.
Well, right now,
do that on the
right
back
now,
of a
all I
moving
do is smell ass. Right now,
Yeah.
literally.
That's not the first time.
Yeah, but it's hard.
All right. This is a sports podcast.
Yeah, right. This is not. This is not.
Joe White said update it to 51 home runs.
Oh, we got another dinger. Yeah, the dinger. The population is up to 50.
51.
51.
What was that?
I don't have the marker.
He goes, "We got another dinger." The way he said it, he's like, "We
have
got
a
another
marker?
dinger."
I don't have the marker to change
I
it.
think
anymore.
We
There's a
weren't
marker
expecting
out.
live updates.
I think
Live
there's
dingers.
a marker out.
Live dingers.
Who hit one? Oh, Real
You're all a
Muto.
bunch of
All right.
liars.
Oh, Ray Muto. Who was
Real
the one
Muto.
dogging him in the chat? Wasn't that DJ?
I think it was.
Yeah.
My man's just struggling.
Apologize to Jacob Tyler.
Stop.
I'm not apologizing.
I'm
to
not apologizing.
Reese. You guys all thought I was
Oh,
crazy.
you were
now,
right, bro.
Now you
I'm
all
on
want to
that-
get rid of him.
I've been on the Fire Girardi train, and DJ said by Memorial Day it could happen. They lose again tonight. I think he's done.
If this weekend goes haywire,
No, I think
it's-
after tonight, if they go 3 out of 4.
Can we get on track where we want to talk about?
we're just
We're talking sports.
Yeah,
we
we
got
are,
we
man.
got to
We
the sports.
finally got there, and now you're derailing us.
Yeah, for
Jeez,
sure.
jeez.
Do we want to continue with Phillies or just go right in?
Whatever,
Let's
we
get
can
to the
go-
Sixers. Let's get to the
whatever you wanna
Sixers.
do.
Let's try to keep it somewhat organized,
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah,
Let's-
yeah.
You know, there's gonna be a lot going on here tonight. I feel there's gonna be a
Yeah.
lot of opinions, so let's not try to yell over each other. Let's
Gotcha.
all respect each other's opinions, as stupid as they may be.
Well,
Right?
I come from the school of thought that no opinion's stupid. So
Ooh.
I'm just happy to hear people participate and use
They're
their voice.
just like assholes.
to
Everybody's
express how
got
they
one, right?
feel. No, not how I feel.
All right, let's get to the
Speaks
Sixers.
factual.
Let's get to the Sixers. Last time we were in here, we all thought that. Well, I shouldn't say we all. I was very adamant that they were going to get the Game 7,
Oh yeah,
and
we
they get the
haven't been-
Game 7. We haven't been in here since
Oh
that.
God, we gotta
Haven't been in
relive
since-
this.
We don't have to relive the whole thing.
It's gonna be quick.
We just gotta point blame.
Pull quick.
Let's point blame. That makes everybody feel better.
Blame?
To blame. Yeah, it always makes you feel better to blame somebody else.
It's
So
good to
let's
get some
do it.
stuff
It's
off your
It's
chest.
therapeutic. So
Oh, here we know.
You get, are you starting?
you know where I'm going. I'm
We-
starting.
we
Yeah.
already know where
There we
he's
go.
going.
There we go.
The beard.
Harden's got to go. Harden was
Oh my God,
he's a
dude.
total disappointment. You guys sold me a bill of goods and
a bag.
We did. I
Bag
did the
of
same
dicks.
with Ben Simmons
And it-
on him too. I feel bad.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah,
Tim.
you
I'm not-
guys sold me on both.
I'm gonna
on
rebut.
both.
I'm gonna rebut to that. So keep
Go
going.
ahead.
No, that's
keep
it.
going.
I'm just saying he did nothing. He did nothing for this team. What did he do? How much farther did they get with him than they would have with Ben?
Dude, there's a lot of factors that played in just James Harden. There's a
Okay,
huge number of
and
factors.
Ben wasn't
Your
the reason
fran-
they lost last year.
your fran-
It's not all his fault, but
Okay, your franchise player is hurt.
Yes.
Maybe 40% he was at.
okay.
I'll give you that, right? They don't have a bench.
Lack of effort.
Lack
that's,
of effort, lack
that's
of mental toughness.
Super GM's fault. So continue.
Their coaching, it was terrible.
I'm in the school of thought that like Doc Rivers. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think he has much to work
Dude,
with.
what? He didn't.
No, I didn't say Doc. I said Super GM. That's his fault for having a lack of bench.
Daryl Moore.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they underestimated the value.
They
yeah,
underestimated
Be it the
everything.
the buyout
Man,
market.
here we go.
The only thing they did not
Here we
underestimate was Embiid and Maxey. They
Yeah.
They weren't giving up on Thibault.
dude,
What did Thibault do?
Nobody
Harden-
planned on Embiid getting hurt.
Harden,
though.
it's hard to assimilate yourself, and even players that played under Doc Rivers have came out and said that to a Doc Rivers offense in 20 games. Not to mention, he was clearly hurt. I don't care if he doesn't want to come out and say
Who?
it. Harden,
I don't
clearly
know.
hurt.
I'm tired.
If you're hurt, then say it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
And it
that's-
would've
He
came
hurt
out.
his hamstring in the Clippers game and played through it.
It
They
would have
said
came.
that.
It would have came out. In the
It did come out. His trainer said he's hurt.
Yeah,
When
this
he got
trainer
traded
said it.
here. He
course.
he sat the bench for 2 weeks after he got
Have
traded.
you ever
here.
had a hamstring injury?
I have.
It lingers.
I know. I have.
All right.
And you're paid how much to get
Dude,
through it?
He's
He
the
couldn't
reason-
win
he's
one
the
game
reason
for them.
why we even went back- he's
And
the
guess
reason-
what? I had a hamstring injury,
Oh, God,
and
here we
and
go.
I
What?
and I got back to playing softball like a month afterwards.
man.
He's had a torn ACL for 30 years.
Okay.
Like,
I didn't have the luxury
All right,
of
I'm
all
just
the
gonna tell you-
all the
I'm
things that
hold
James
on.
Harden has the access to.
I'm just going to tell you that you have to give him more than 20 to 30 games to assimilate himself to see what he is.
dude, if it's,
And number two, he's already working out, and it looks like he's committing himself. He even openly states, "Shut up."
How many videos
Look
of
at-
Ben
look at
Simmons
the
did you
shit
see
that he-
working out when the season was
Look
over?
at the shit that he the shit that he was going on in Brooklyn. Obviously, we know Brooklyn was a dump.
I won't disagree with you
Houston
there.
was a dump. Give him time to mentally get back,
Houston
and he'll be
wasn't
fine.
Oh, you mean
Yeah,
like,
when
towards
he
the
was
end.
ready to leave. The last
Towards
2
the
years
end,
have been
yeah,
awful for him. I want to see. He knows where he's going to be. He knows he's playing with one of the best players in the league.
Is he going to be here?
Yes,
Yeah, you,
100%.
have no, you really have no
Next
choice.
year, yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of
I
locked
think
in
I
going.
told you before. He's going to get a deal that you guys are going to be like a 4-year, 120, 30 million.
I'll be
so
okay.
that we can take money and upgrade the bench.
I'll be okay with him coming back, but he's got to do a team-friendly deal. Like he
Better
can't.
be
30
real-
million
really
is a
friendly.
team-friendly
yeah,
deal.
I mean,
It'll be
Friendlier
more.
than that. Friendlier than that.
All right, Nate. Do you think he's coming back on a long-term deal?
absolutely.
Yeah, thanks,
Absolutely.
Nate.
Yeah,
See,
he's coming.
well, because they have no
Do you
other
think he's
choice.
long term?
4 years.
Is how many years?
4 years.
They have no other choice, and he has no other choice.
They'll marry it with Embiid, in my opinion.
Well,
Well, Embiid's got
Embiid
what, 6
doesn't-
left?
Em-
everybody
Didn't he just-
thinks that this group that this is the beginning of Embiid asking out. I say no.
Oh, I didn't say that.
I don't think anybody.
You
is.
said that was who said it?
Deke said it could happen.
No,
If they lose again next year and they get
Yeah,
bumped by the second round
I
again,
think he could. He could.
Yeah,
he could,
I-
the
dude.
rumors are already starting, so you know it's
He
gonna
hasn't
build
said it.
up.
Yeah,
He
I-
said he
if
wants to
he's
retire
not-
here.
if they don't make serious progress in the playoffs in the next couple of years, I can see Embiid start wanting to ask
And
out.
good
Do
on
you think
him.
they get a third star like they're saying? I do. I don't know who it
They're
is.
going to have to.
Yeah, they have a third
They
star.
have a third
His name's
star.
James Harden.
No, his
he's the
name's
third star.
Tyrese Maxey.
No, I'm talking about in addition to them. I'm sorry, 4-star then. Because they're going to get rid of Harris. I think they're going to either land Beal,
They're not getting Beal.
Levine, or somebody like a Donovan Mitchell. I'm not a huge Donovan Mitchell, but I'd take him.
I would
or,
take Donovan
Or
Mitchell.
somebody that doesn't want to be there and they know they're not going to sign to. Or like maybe like a Brandon Ingram if he decides he doesn't want to stay in New Orleans.
I'd like Ingram.
I
Something.
would
They're
love
going to
Ingram.
add a star to this team. There's
But
no way you
they
can
have
go
to.
into.
They have no other choice.
Right, but
to
there's
add
no
a
way
star.
that like Maury's at this point now. Like if he doesn't get the job done next year, he's on the
Yeah,
hot seat.
exactly.
He's on the hot seat
and they
with me.
they obviously
He's
can't.
been on the hot seat for you.
He has been.
Jim, here's the thing you have to understand. Simmons
School me.
killed the value of himself.
I get that.
So you would have traded him for a bag of D's.
I said I would have traded him for role players. That's what they needed.
So what? Halliburton and Heald?
Maybe. Well,
Yeah.
if you think about it, they were still what were they? His third seed before the
I
trade.
guarantee you, James Harden comes back next year at an all-star level.
All right, you're gonna
You can
roll,
stack it
roll
right
over,
now.
roll over that $50 that you're gonna win from Nate.
25,
Yeah, right.
He'll average 24 and 10 next year. 24 points, 10
what?
assists.
They were. Hold on. They
Hey,
were the
no
third,
shots at me.
They were the.
What
No,
do you
I said
think,
I
Nate?
said roll it
Nate, do you
over.
think-
I'm
Nate,
gonna take that.
Nate, do you think I'm right that he comes back at a different level next year after knowing where he wants to be and wanting to be in Philadelphia?
I mean, I think he comes back healthy. I don't know what his different level is at this
24
point.
and 10.
But I think he does that now.
But what's different between that and Ben though?
That's
Ben doesn't score 24.
He can.
Dude,
Be honest with yourself.
know what I
What
think?
was the difference between James Harden and Ben
I
Simmons
don't-
in these
yeah.
playoffs?
Here's an
besides
outside the
defense?
box trade, and this is serious.
out the box or outside the box.
Outside
There's
the
a
box.
difference between
Out
those.
the
Just so you
box.
know, out of the box
And this
means
didn't come
you're
from
buying
Woj,
it. You're
and this
buying
didn't
it right
come
off
from
the shelf,
Simmons.
and it's the same thing that everybody
It
thinks.
came from smooth sources.
KD wants out.
Yeah. If Irving, if Kyrie doesn't
Who
have
does
that.
KD talk about the most of like having respect for?
Jason Tatum.
Embiid.
That'd
He's
be-
also a
Please don't
part-
tell me he's going to the Celtics.
He's
That'd be
also
fun.
a partial owner
Of the
of the
Union.
Philadelphia Union. Connect the
closer?
dots.
He
KD.
ain't coming.
Bro,
here,
you are
Jaden.
pulling.
Philly.
You are
You're-
pulling.
you're-
your-
Would you do KD
You're
if
reaching.
Maxey was involved and Harris to get KD?
Wait, what was it again?
Maxey, Harris, and something else.
You're gonna need more.
Yeah.
And Nate.
You're probably
We'll throw him in.
you're probably giving Maxey, Thibault, Harris,
That
That's
might
fine.
get
I'll
the
give up
deal done.
Thibault.
and Maxey
Yeah, I
for
mean,
KD.
Thibault, I'll send Thibault.
And-
There's rumor that
and-
Chicago likes Thibault.
Yeah.
there's also
He's gone.
Dude,
Send him to
well,
Chicago
I
for
think,
Levine.
Honestly,
Yeah, but what are you
honestly, I
getting?
think Zach Levine's the perfect fit.
You're
if
not
you can
getting
convince
Levine
him.
for Thibault.
No,
and
you
a
gotta-
first-round
You can
pick.
sign Levine outright if you trade Harris to a team that.
So you're
dumps
doing Harris, Thibault, and the 23rd overall pick this
no,
year.
No,
That's what it's going to take.
no. Listen, you trade Harris to somebody like Oklahoma City to absorb it, and you take back an expiring contract. You buy it out. James Harden signs a team-friendly deal. You sign Zach LaVine outright for a max.
You think Levine puts his team over the top, though?
I think he makes us a lot more
I
athletic.
think he scores. That's what they're. That's my
Nate,
thing.
you think LaVine
Harden?
makes us a contender with
Oh, for
Harden,
sure.
Maxey, and Embiid?
For sure, they need another guard who can score.
He's not really.
Harden.
He's more of a stretch.
Harden didn't
I mean,
need
I
to be
love
the star
Bradley
of this
Beal,
team.
but I don't
He's
think Bradley.
more of
Hold
a
on,
Beal-
what were you
stretch.
saying? He's a stretch.
I think he's a stretch 3, sort of.
Who?
Levine?
Levine.
No, he's not. He's just two.
His height.
He's a shooting guard.
He's,
I
he's a
think.
tall shooting guard then.
Yeah.
But he's a guard. I mean, he's a guard.
He's a
Rega-
wing
I mean,
player. He's a perimeter
Would
player.
you throw a little bit of money at Oladipo?
No,
Not Max.
no.
I want, dude. You're gonna think I'm crazy.
I'm
But
gonna
if
know who
if
you're
the
talking
rumors about Brooklyn and breaking up, I would go all in on Kyrie. I'll deal with the headaches,
That's interesting.
and I will.
That's a lot of
Then-
headaches.
No,
Kyrie
that-
and Embiid,
yeah, but a motivated Kyrie against Brooklyn?
Kyrie and Embiid would be awesome.
and a Harden. But then you got to get rid of Harden.
They're not
right?
going to take
Yeah, you
Harden.
probably could take Harden.
They're
He's
not
a-
going to take back Harden.
Kyrie's a.
No, he's
isn't
saying
Kyrie a
sign
free- a
Kyrie as an
restricted-
outright free agent.
restricted free agent,
Oh,
isn't
that
he?
ain't happening.
Why?
Why not?
Do they have the money for it?
Yes,
They
if
don't have
you
the
get
money?
rid of
if
that's
you
the
dump Harris,
that's the point.
Oh, you
and
get rid of
Ty-
Harris.
and
Okay.
Thibault,
You got to get rid of
and
money
you-
first.
Like
No
he was
shit.
just saying, you sign Harden to a team-friendly deal. That
That's what
opens
I've been
up your
trying to
third
tell all-
season.
You got to get him to accept it.
He already has come out and
he
basically
should.
said that
he has
will.
no other choice but to
And he wants to play with Maury and be here with
take
me.
a team-friendly deal.
No, he
because
does.
Nobody is taking.
Dude, he
Harden
could
on.
he could take the $40 million that he's going to get next
40
year and walk.
47.
What,
Okay.
Even worse.
But guess what? He ain't get it. He
He
will.
won't get it anywhere else. Nobody will buy him out.
They're
though.
going to re-sign
They
him.
don't- no.
That's what I'm saying.
He
4
takes the
years,
player
like
option.
120.
Nobody's buying him out at $47 million.
No, I'm saying he takes the player option at 47 and
No.
plays on it.
No.
And then he walks.
No, he's
Here's
gonna-
what he's going to do.
They're going to re-sign
The
him to like a
rumor
3 or
is that
4 year
he's going to
deal.
decline the option, sign at a team-friendly deal, and they're going to dump Harris and they're going to have a max cap slot.
I love the rumors. If I'm James Harden, the player, this is my last chance of getting big
Okay, so
money.
you're gonna get
I'm taking a
100
$47 million
Okay,
for
so
1
You're
year.
going to take $47 million over a guaranteed like 4 years, 140 or 150.
Yep.
Then you're an idiot.
Because you're going to walk away, and you're going to walk away and get another 80 for 2 years.
Okay, so do the math. 80. I just told you get 4
You're
years.
130.
Here's what the money is. I mean, just make it work. It's
Right.
not your money. It's not my
Right.
money.
I don't give a shit.
I don't
what we
care. But
pay
if
him.
they can make it work,
I just
make
think
it work.
I think you're crazy. Think he's going to take a team friendly.
He's gonna
deal.
take less.
I don't. I'm
Why?
50-50. I don't know. I really don't know.
You
I
don't think he takes less?
I don't know because
I don't see James
he's
Harden
James
taking
Harden.
less.
He's a big name in this league still. He's still a star.
Yeah, but is he?
He's a Hall
he's
of
James
Famer.
Harden.
I think in name, he's definitely a Hall of Famer.
He's James
In-
Harden.
In name only, I think. If you look at his production in the playoffs, I don't know.
He's still a star.
He's still
A star,
money.
but a big name star, like
Yes.
He's a star. He's a star that couldn't win us a
I
game.
think in name only.
Somebody would pay him $40 million a year.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
we're
So he
about
takes
to
his-
pay him
a team that
47.
needs to sell
No,
tickets.
but I'm just,
would.
I'm just saying, like
the Knicks or
somebody
somebody.
like outside of like
If he was to walk, he would
like
get
if he,
paid
like
elsewhere.
perfect example. If he went to the Knicks, he would get paid 40 to 45.
Yeah, because they need that.
They need that star.
But the Sixers don't necessarily need to pay him that much. A team like the Knicks or the Kings or
But I think he wants to
Oklahoma
win. I don't
City
think it's a
again.
money move. He wants
I don't
to win.
either.
I
That's what I'm
agree. I
saying.
think that's what changes Harden's
Yeah, like he
decision.
finally wants to win.
I think he's finally realizing like my career is coming to an end.
But not
soon.
even that. He's never been in this position before.
Right, he's never been.
I think Harden
besides
takes
Oklahoma
a
City, he's
team-friendly deal with
and
the
Houston-
expectation to get somebody else.
Because if you think about it, like I mean, when he played in Oklahoma, it obviously was KD and Russ.
Yeah.
But like he was the third wheel, and then he went off,
To
did his
Houston.
thing. Then he played with Chris Paul. But like after playing with Chris Paul, and then getting to Brooklyn, but that was a shit show.
Yeah.
Right? So that didn't work out. It's the first time that he has somebody he's playing with that he knows is going to show up for 75 or 80 games
Yeah.
a year that is the best player in the world.
Yeah.
Why would you leave that? You wouldn't, like, he's at the point in his career.
And
What
still
is he,
making
36?
big money.
How old is he?
He's 35.
Harden?
Yeah, is he 34, 35?
I think he's 34 or 35. Because we were talking about this, the 4-year deal, it would take him into 39, I think.
Yeah,
no,
so-
no, he's 32.
He's not
only
32.
32.
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
He
I
is-
think we
he-
talked about right when
Dude,
the trade
he's
happened.
32.
Is
we
he
were all,
32?
Yeah, we were all
That's
shocked.
what I'm saying.
We were like, how young he
Yeah,
was.
so
That's
his,
right.
his
Yeah,
window
yeah.
is now.
Yeah, yeah, right.
His
yeah.
dude, Jimmy Butler's
Yeah, but
what,
he's
34 now.
He's an older 32
He's got a-
because he doesn't take care of his body
well, he's
the
got
way
an
he
old man
should.
game. You know what I mean? He's got an
The
old
guy
man
likes to
game.
party. Who
He's
cares?
32.
Yeah,
he'll
right.
be
Just because
he'll be
everybody
33 in
wasn't a
August.
crude dork
He'll be
like you.
33 in
That's
August.
fine.
Everybody, just because everybody wasn't a crude dork like you, doesn't mean anything.
He
Leave
got
the
to
guy
blow off
alone.
some steam a little
He's
bit.
32. He'll be 33 in August.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
August
so-
26th. He's 2
Sounds
days
better
after
when you
last-
say it, Ryan.
Out of his mic.
But he'll be able to play until he's 38.
Right.
Yeah.
Jimmy
Do you want
Butler's
him playing
32.
here?
Yeah, but he's an older 32
You keep saying that. Why? Yo,
because he doesn't
had-
take care of his body.
dude, listen. He's in. You gotta understand.
What? That he
He
doesn't
was
take
in
care of
a
his body?
shit situation. He did not care about Brooklyn. I don't think he thought he was leaving Brooklyn. I think he was just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm packing it in.
Well, no, I think the problem was everybody didn't buy in.
No, but I think
In Brooklyn.
by the time it was too late, like he was like, "F
Specifically
this. I'm not.
Kyrie.
I'm packing it in."
By the way, real quick, did Andrew fall in? Like, where is this guy been?
He's taking an important
Did he
meeting.
get, did he get lost?
Oh,
Oh, speaking of devil.
speaking of devil.
Yeah.
But I say, I hope he didn't clog on my toilet. Over there.
Did you climb Fudgesicle
Did
Mountain?
you get lost or did you fall in?
I had a business call
Oh, okay.
Business
There you
call.
go. I
With
like
Mr.
that.
Hanky?
with the toilet.
I remember
All
how
right.
when
All
we
right,
were
so
in the call
Sixers-
and we were
yo.
saying, let's have a,
Here's the
we'll have
thing.
a quick talk about the Sixers.
Yeah, quick talk about the Sixers.
Yeah.
I was just
we
getting ready to
said,
say
Brody,
that too.
we were on the way up here. We said
What do
it
you
could
got,
take the whole
Brody,
show.
to say about the Sixers?
He just wants
He's
to
on to the
I don't have
birds.
He
anything
wants to
say
talk
about the
QBs.
Sixers.
He's on to the birds. He's done with the broken
He
record
agrees. He agrees
Sixers.
with me. Harden was a mistake.
No, he doesn't. Dude, don't agree with your dad.
Speak your mind. Speak your own mind, Brody.
Who do you
give
blame
Harden
for the
another
Sixers?
year to see? Thank you.
Yes.
That's my boy.
All right.
I think
Here we are, back in the land of Andre Iguodala.
Even
First
Embiid
round,
said
second
it's
round
different.
exits.
Dude,
All right. The process
dude,
is.
your
I
MVP
came
was
back
playing
from a
at like
business call. What are we
40%.
talking
I hear you.
So that's
And
why
this,
they
this
lost.
star that they got
And
couldn't win a game for them.
100%, they probably win the East.
He's not going to be 100% ever again.
Who?
Ever again.
Yeah, he
Embiid.
will. Yeah, he will.
Dude, he plays 80 games a season. He gets
That's
to the
what-
playoffs.
that's why you
he
gotta
is
stop
not
that.
going to be.
You
You got a
80%.
chance he plays 80
You
games.
gotta
He hasn't
stop
played
that.
over 65 yet.
All right,
I mean,
even
no,
better.
no,
Whatever.
70.
I don't know where
He
he
hasn't
get-
played over 70
Dude,
yet.
are you getting your stats from the
Nah.
Outside the Box podcast?
He's got it.
just
He
read it yesterday.
can't. Next year, going into the season, I don't care if that man plays 55.
He can play 12 games. He's not going to be 100% in playoffs.
Yeah, he will.
Every
about to
team
look
is
it up right now.
banging him in the playoffs. He is
Whoa,
not going to be
whoa,
healthy.
whoa,
He's not going to be healthy
You're
to the
talking about
playoffs.
bangers and lots of dingers tonight, so I don't know what's up with you.
They need a guy that can win a game for them when Embiid can't. And Harden showed
And that's
that
what
he
they
cannot
failed.
do that.
Oh,
That's
wow.
what they failed at
He
every
cannot
So
do
year.
that.
the old man is right. He hasn't played 70 games at all in his career yet.
Thank you.
Wait, what?
Say that again,
The
Nate.
old man.
Say that again.
The
old
was right.
man
Thank you.
The
Moses.
old man was right.
Old
Thank
man
you.
by the river
Old
was right.
man Rivers.
What did you say?
He hasn't
What'd
played.
you
Shut
say?
your lip before I break your hip.
Dad.
Oh,
He hasn't played 70 games.
So he's played
Embiid.
68, 51, 51.
He hasn't even
64,
played 69.
Damn.
63.
Embiid's got to put a nice season together.
Well, he should have had MVP.
I mean, he still scores a point a minute.
He's
so
a beast. He's a
it's
monster.
retarded. So
but
nobody does that.
like I think next year going into the playoffs, if they have one like they did this year, they kind of had the 4 seed locked up. If they have that locked up and 10, 13 games out, I don't care. Rest Embiid.
If they're up 30 points, maybe let them sit.
Here's the thing
Yeah.
you need to remember, dude. They were
Like
a
they-
top
like in
3
Toronto?
seed without their
Yeah.
best player almost all year. They didn't have anybody.
No, that's what I was gonna. That's what I meant to get into before.
like
when
you
they
guys
traded-
all ripped Doc Rivers. He's got a 62% winning percentage.
No. Not
In
even
his career.
dude. It's the regular season.
And that was in the West
heard
too.
I heard
With the-
59 today.
Okay, well you're wrong.
I heard 69.
Yeah. That's what I was going into before the trade. They were the 3 seed, right?
Yes.
They had that pretty well in.
They had a
intact,
chance to
yeah.
still get up
And
there.
then Embiid got hurt.
But
right?
but they
COVID.
they just went all in on Embiid and Embiid carried them. Like why didn't I mean if, in
Well, that's
hindsight
kinda like us.
in
We carry the
hindsight
show,
in
me and you.
in hindsight maybe the trade if they don't do it maybe they're still playing. I don't know. But if they just went all in on Embiid and still had Curry and Drummond, a solid backup center,
That's right. This is the man.
maybe they're still playing.
But he still wants
He's
Harden.
saying don't.
But that's
He's
in
still-
hindsight.
dude,
It's 2020 now.
You
know,
all
I
need
think-
to relax. It's not easy to adapt to a new
But
situation.
dude, it's been
But-
5
This
years.
guy
in
is.
a
You're
row.
telling me he's a Hall of Famer, perennial All Star. How much does it take you to adapt?
And he's not a second-year player. Dude's been around a long time.
All right, man. Just
It's,
wait and
it's
see.
no, it's
Wait.
How does dribbling into the paint and losing the ball every goddamn time? How does that play in the Doc system?
He's very
how does
hurt.
that? How
He's hurt.
That is
Stop
true.
with the hurt stuff.
No,
He
they-
is.
I'm hurt. I'm
Ryan-
hurt, and
Yeah,
I'm here.
I'm hurt
I'm here
too.
every week, and I'm.
Ryan, I'm willing to give him another
Watch him
season.
saying,
hurt.
Oh wait, hold on.
I'm willing to give him
Deke's
another
flexing
season.
Harden with another season.
But
Thank you,
it,
Deke.
but after that, if he doesn't,
yeah, but they're going
produce-
to.
well, you're not gonna have a choice 'cause you're signed into
deal.
him.
That
Yeah.
toilet's hurting, man.
I think
after
he's
that
all
Pistons
in
call.
once he signs here long term. I don't think he.
I
think
I
he
hope
wants
he's
to be
all
here.
in.
No, you don't.
He needs to
He
be
already
all
knows
in.
how you feel about him. That's why he's
Good.
working
I hope
out.
he does. I got a better beard
He's like,
than
I'm
him, too.
working out for that
What's he
ugly
think
ass on the
about that?
podcast.
Jim.
Now you're getting personal. Now you're getting personal.
I said
I'm going to start sending some DMs to you about that. That's getting personal.
whoa.
Couple-
And you know what DMs mean
Yeah.
when a girl says it to you.
Daddy makers.
Ryan.
He's gonna slide into them.
You guys.
Yeah, we got to call him Ryan the rest of the show.
All
He's
right,
in-
that was
he's
our
in
quick
trouble.
Sixers talk.
Can we? Do
It's
we
the
have to
same-
call him Ryan?
We got it. We should have started with "It's the Same Old song."
This
Little
is the
Digital
song
Underground.
that doesn't end.
No,
It
not
goes
that.
on and
No,
on. my
stop.
friend.
You don't know that.
That's what it is.
You don't
Oh,
know
you're
the
too young. for
Digital
that.
Underground.
They don't understand that.
Temptations.
Oh, I thought you were talking.
Is it the Temptations?
I'm talking
or
about
Four
Lamb
Tops?
Chop back in the day.
It's the same old song.
I thought you meant all around the world
Oh,
the
you
same
should start-
song,
maybe
Digital
if you sing
Underground
like
and
that in
Tupac.
the bars in Wildwood, the girls will be flocking you,
Shit.
or maybe the men.
Don't let me have a good time.
All right, do we want to take a break here, or do we want to go right
It's
into
too
the
early
Eagles?
for a break.
Well, I mean,
Take a
but,
break.
but we.
Screw it. We're on a roll.
Yeah, I'm like Bono.
All
We're
right,
thinking
we'll-
outside the box
Let's
with our
just do it.
thoughts.
Let's
Do
just
it.
keep it going.
Do we know what we're talking about?
All right,
though?
we'll hit a couple Eagles points, and then we want to do the schedule first, and then do the quarterback ranking, or do the quarterback ranking and then do the schedule after.
It
the break?
doesn't matter.
We got to take a break at some point.
It doesn't matter.
I want to give.
just take the
I
break.
want to talk about Howie Roseman. That's what I want.
You got an apology letter?
No,
You got
I don't
an-
need an
Jim-
apology letter.
Jimmy wants to apologize to
I
Howard.
ain't apologizing to shit.
Dude, Howie Roseman.
I'm not apologizing to Dara Mori. I'm not
Bradbury.
apologizing
Dude, by
to
the way,
James
I'm gonna
Harden.
tell you another underrated pickup. The corner from the freaking Redskins. He's probably a good 3.
Excuse me, the who?
The corner. Oh, from the command. Well, he was on the
Commanders.
football team last year,
You
right?
scumbag.
Or no, he's on the Texans. I like that kid. That's all.
We are
The kid they,
commanders. Bump it up,
What's his name? Richland? Or
I forget his name, but
What are you
I
talking
watched.
about?
I remember he picked off Wentz and took it to the
Oh,
house.
the
so I-
corner they just picked up?
Yeah, what's
yeah,
his
like a
name?
23-year-old kid or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're going to eventually put him in the slot.
They're
and
loaded
move-
up on corners.
Move
this
Maddox
year.
to safety.
They have
All right, well
to.
let's get to that then. So Bradbury, we got our corners locked up.
We're not doing a break?
We'll do this real quick. and then we'll
Is
do
it
it.
Maddox
Break?
or
What did you
Swat?
say?
Break?
Real quick,
What'd you
15
say?
minutes later.
Was it over when the Germans
What did you
bombed
say
Pearl
about?
Harbor?
What did you
my
say
God.
about Dingleberry? You said we hired
Forget it, he's on the
Dingleberry.
roll.
No, I said the Eagles signed
Oh, I
Bradbury.
said something about a Dingleberry. I was
If he
like,
plays
No,
bad this
only
year,
you
know,
heard
we'll be calling
Dingleberry.
him
Hey, Dingleberry and
You
your dinger
Dingleberry.
and his dinger.
Jimmy Dingleberry.
Oh my god.
Well, his name's first name's
Let's
James.
be professional here,
His
guys.
first name's James Bradbury.
Oh my god. Jimmy
So
Dingleberry.
if this guy
Jimmy
stinks,
Dingleberry.
if this guy sticks this year, you know we're gonna hop right on Jimmy Dingleberry.
Oh my god.
Dick-
You know what we dropped the ball on tonight?
Dick Rod?
Jimmy, in respect to Ray Liotta, we should have had the clip.
yeah.
Jimmy, you son of a bitch!
yeah.
Oh man, we're
Classic.
gonna get reported. We're only gonna
Classic
be able to be on
Goodfellas.
Twitch and YouTube.
Classic Goodfellas.
Come on, Sooty.
We're only gonna be on Twitch and YouTube if we don't relax.
Grow up.
All right, so the Eagles signed James Bradbury.
They
The
did.
Giants let the guy go. They tried to trade him. Nobody's going.
Stupid move. by the Giants.
Dude.
Giants are a stupid franchise. They
really are.
28-year-old
There's Cap.
corner that is still very good.
I mean,
Yeah.
he had a bad year last year,
Yeah,
which
but
is
it's
of
a
course what
giant
they're going to
bad
say.
franchise.
Which is of course what they're going to say.
But
But he's proven that he's going to be a lockdown
he's gonna be
corner.
shadowing team's number 2 guys. I'm
Yeah.
fine with that. He shadowed
and
number
on,
1 guys.
and on
last year.
on a schedule where you have an easy schedule with
Yeah.
a couple of good receivers here and there, but
That's what.
What? What is this?
What do you got to pee or something?
No, I just thought we were taking a break. That's all.
Oh my God! Well, I don't want to take a break right now. We're talking about the defense.
We'll get to the Bradbury
No,
talk.
by
and
the
then
way,
we'll take
does
a break.
anybody realize that this defense is now loaded?
It
And
is.
pass rushers, linebackers.
Except for
So-
one position.
But here's my thing on
Not
that.
if you move Maddox to safety, you're fine.
You can move him, but you know what? You don't even. The safeties.
What do you like, Epps? I like Epps. He's a sleeper.
Who was that? Was that?
No, I like Marcus
yeah, I
Epps.
like him.
Yeah, that's right. Epps fan club right here, president.
Somebody was praising Epps this week too. Was it Ruben?
I don't.
Or
Talk,
how-
Ruben Frank
how
has me
asking-
blocked, so I don't know.
Asking.
Was it asking? Somebody was saying how Epps can fill in nicely. Look, you don't need a stud safety with those corners, right? You're hoping that they're only back there if the corners make a mistake.
Yes.
But I love Maddox in the slot too. Just-
Yeah.
Maddox is
I
a
thought that's
safety
what he
or
got
slot?
drafted
How's
as from Pitt.
Who's that?
It's Maddox. I
Maddox,
thought he
yeah.
got drafted as a slot.
He was a safety.
As a,
Rasul Douglas
Maddox?
is supposed to be a
I thought it was
safety.
a slot.
Nah, he was
No,
a
he-
safety
he's
for.
playing
If
slot
that
corner.
front seven gets after the quarterback, which I think they're more than capable of doing, yeah, you can.
And you got
and
three-
you got two top corners. I think you're
You
good.
actually took care of the linebacker position for once.
Yes, and they fortified the line. So I think if they get after the quarterback
It's the same.
with the corners they have, you can. I don't want to say you can slide on by with not getting quality safeties, but you can tolerate not going after safety in the offseason. Hopefully you won't. That position's not going to be critical this
that-
season.
I agree. I mean,
And
if
I
you get
hope-
enough pass rush, you're
And
secondary.
I hope they blitz with
Like
the pass
Jordan
rush they
Davis?
have.
That would be nice to see him blitz a little
Look,
bit.
a guy. I know we're kind of going off the rail here, but
Not us.
Nakobe?
no, I think a guy that's really sliding under the radar, and I was on him last year, Davion Taylor.
Yeah, but he's not going to play.
I don't know. I think he's got
Hassan-
They got to move
I-
him back to safety because that's his original
no,
position.
No, I mean
Nah.
I think this guy can cover a lot of the field, and he makes
you
tackles.
Got Nakobe Dean,
Yeah, but he's
and
not
now
going to
you
be.
got
You got Kazir
you
White.
got Kazir
I
White.
know, I get that. You got T.J.
Sean
Edwards.
Bradley,
You got
Hassan Reddick.
you got T.J. Sean Bradley, dude.
Yeah,
He's a special teamer.
that's all right. He went to Temple.
No, but your starting four is going to be
It's going to be Kazir
Reddick,
White, Reddick.
Sweat, Dean.
Oh, you're talking
and-
about D line.
Dude, Reddick
I'm
is
saying,
they're
like,
going to
the-
use Reddick as a linebacker.
That's what I'm saying.
So
That's
how
why you
are
don't
you-
need Taylor there. Taylor's going to be second.
I think in
Defense,
a
he's not-
rotational position that they might use as at linebacker, I think Davion Taylor can make really good plays for this team. That's all. I wasn't high on him out of college. I didn't even know the guy, obviously, the third round pick. But I think that Davion Taylor is kind of sliding under the radar. I like him.
I think I agree that a position of need that we've had for years, that
Yeah.
linebacker. Now I feel like we have some actual depth.
You know
there.
who's going to have
Yeah.
a bounce back
Absolutely,
year?
yeah.
You know who's going to have a bounce back year?
BG.
Cox.
Nope.
Uh,
Derek Barnett.
No, he's
Mm.
not.
8 sacks
That'd be
this
nice.
year. 8
That's
sacks
when
this year.
Birdie cuts the tide there, Smith.
You don't think? I do.
That was the best reaction.
I
I've
do.
ever heard. Look at him. He's like,
Dude, Derek
Dude
Barnett
shot
has
you
talent.
down in flames,
That's all
man.
right. He ain't doing
Yeah,
nothing.
we-
Brody
He probably
shot
down
you
there-
down
The
in
Buccaneers
flames.
every week. I'll agree with you.
he said,
He's like, what are you high?
Maybe.
what are you, stupid? No.
No.
That was
All right,
good,
we'll
bro.
see.
That was
All
good.
right.
8 sacks.
AB agrees with you on something. I don't know if it's Barnett, but
What'd he say?
agree with Smitty. You want me to screenshot this so you can save it?
I don't.
You don't get a lot of those.
AB, I'm just trying to think outside the box.
Oh my god.
All right, you guys want to take? You're all giving me the break signal. You all need to take a break for something.
I didn't care. We were good.
We were good. I'm fine, but we're good.
But you're taking your
You're
headphones
the-
off.
you're
So I
the
guess
host.
that means that's gonna. All right, I think we'll take a break here. Let you guys all get
On Barnett.
wine, calm
that's my
down,
boy.
and we'll come back in and we'll talk rankings for quarterbacks. I know that's going to get heated again.
We used to say play the song,
Play the song,
play the commercial.
play the song, play us
What is
out.
this, Gargano and Tunis?
Yeah.
All right,
We don't
you're
need
listening to the Santa
don't
Boot
need
First
to have-
podcast. We will be back in a minute.
No,
Dude, you
InsurePhilly.com.
can't be
The
serious.
comparison
now.
shop
I
all
am
the time.
serious.
Can I get this cheaper on
Let's take
Amazon?
our second
What was the
string.
store
TJ's
brand?
playing for.
Should I get a second
contract.
estimate on this
Essentially, it's a
remodel?
1-year deal.
It's
So why not
already,
do
he
that
already
for
got
your
his
insurance
second
needs?
contract.
Better yet,
He's playing
why
for
not have
money.
someone comparison shop for you? At InsurePhilly.com, you can get up to 10 quotes in about 10 minutes with top insurance carriers
had a
like
good year, dude.
Progressive,
Hurts or
Travelers, Nationwide,
Shoot
Selective,
yourself.
Liberty
Hurts.
Mutual, Encompass, Kemper, and Berkshire
He's not even on the
Hathaway.
team anymore.
Owner agent Matt Maloney provides top national carriers with top local service. Just go to
end
insurephilly.com
the show
to
with
get your quote online.
I don't
or
know.
Call
I
Matt
felt like
at
it was what we
215
started with. I couldn't go into it.
9590.
No, I know. We couldn't
For all
go.
your
I was
insurance
thinking that we
needs,
come back
auto,
from here doing
home,
No,
life,
we'll wait till the
business,
end of
and Medicare insurance plans. Make sure to go to
like that shooting shit
insurephilly.com
show.
or
It's
call
not gonna be.
You mean it's not already?
215
That's why I didn't do it.
We wanna end-
9590.
No, we want to. We want to
Matt
end the
Maloney
show
gives
with.
you the national carriers you recognize from a local company you can
Dude,
trust.
Andrew, you're
You know,
disgusting.
Philly.com.
It's funny you say that because Joe White just asked if it was safe to go back. He couldn't hear the bathroom now. So no, Andrew just came back.
Here we go.
This is the bring it back signal.
Is this the Jalen Hurts? Da-na-na-na. We're back on the Santa Bood First podcast. Gonna go continue with our Eagles talk.
What's up, Jim?
Wow, whose voice is that?
So let's keep it going, and I'm gonna pass it back over to my
come on,
co-host
man.
Jim Marcus.
Ryan Smitty.
You come back. You got to thank the sponsor when you come back
That's what I
from
was
the break.
We're gonna thank our sponsors, Pops, as we're sitting here getting refreshed with Pops Irish McCann's whiskey, the best whiskey in town. Make sure you check them out, and then also
I feel like this guy doesn't listen to anything I say.
It's only every week.
InsurePhilly.com.
InsurePhilly.com.
10
10 quotes in under 10 minutes.
And
Reach out to Matt Maloney for all your needs.
There you
Hashtag.
go.
Hashtag.
Hashtag
Insure
hurts
Philly.
so good.
We got you covered.
Insurephilly.com.
And then there's one more.
And who
dude.
kept our bellies full?
And our bellies were kept full by Mamma Mia's Pizzeria. Check them out in the greater Northeast. They have a great selection of food. Check out our Facebook as well. We have pictures every day of the wonderful food they provide for us each week. We are very thankful for Mamma Mia's.
Wow.
That's pretty
Not,
good.
not bad, Smitty. Ryan, not bad.
He brought it home.
Yo, you want to?
did.
Yo, Nate, do me a favor.
They had us in the
Find the
first half.
Ludacris song because I'm coming for the #1 spot.
He had us in the first half. The second half player there.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do. You got to finish strong.
Unlike Harden.
That's what. That's
See,
what-
like I wouldn't feel as bad handing the game over to him as I do handing it over to Harden.
Yeah, right,
Like I feel like he can finish. I don't think Harden's
at
going to be
least
able
you
to
took
finish.
I'm
more
pretty good at
shots.
finishing. I'm not gonna lie. Especially like
I heard sometimes too soon though. Like we want to extend the show a bit. We got at least another half a show left, right?
I mean, sometimes
You're really good at.
sometimes things happen outside the box.
You had a 4-point play.
Something.
Sometimes-
Sometimes they do.
Sometimes things happen outside the box. That's all I can say.
Okay.
All right.
So yes, we are back listening to the Santa Boot First podcast. Thanks for hanging with us, folks. Thanks to our sponsors, InsurePhilly.com, Mamma Mia's, Pops, Fine Whiskeys.
That's
All
all
right,
you
we
have.
are going to do the NFC quarterback rankings. Now here, I'm
NFC
gonna,
East or NFC?
The whole NFC. We're going to go through each division, and then we'll
Put
go through
AB's
the.
ass on mute. Nobody wants to hear him. If you
well,
can't show up
uh,
to the studio, you don't have an opinion.
Other than everybody else watching online, feel free to comment and chime in. I
You
guess
just killed all.
I guess
of them.
AB's out.
AB knows where to find me.
But there's ways you can look at this, and this is how we're looking at it tonight.
All right.
Tonight,
Are we looking at
Damn,
objective?
dude.
Are you going to give us the quarterback and we're going to say better or worse than Hurts?
no, we're gonna start. No, I'm not gonna go.
So we're going to rank?
We're gonna rank,
That's tough. In
You
the
gotta,
NFC.
you gotta turn your brain on for this.
Oh, I'm good. My brain's always on.
All right,
and it's
good.
gonna be.
Good to know.
I'm always thinking.
We're ranking them for this season.
This coming
Who do you
season?
think
Yeah,
will be
yeah,
the better
yeah. Oh, all
quarterback
right.
this season?
Jalen Hurts.
We're
number
not.
one.
We're not looking at their past performance. We're not looking at
That's
their
fair.
potential for the future. Jesus,
Hell, dude.
who invited this kid tonight?
Seriously.
God damn.
I know he ain't talking, supplying.
So that's how we're looking at it. What you expect these teams to do this season. So it's mainly on the quarterback, but you got to look what they have around them, right?
Right.
You got
It's-
to look at
there
the
you
team
go,
they're
Jim.
playing
There
on.
you go.
Thanks. You know, I think a
Yeah,
little bit
you're
on
thinking
occasion.
you're
I use my
thinking.
noodle every once in a
There
while.
really is a
when I'm
first
not
round
working
ranking.
hard, you know.
You got your noodle thinking tonight.
All right. So we ready?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
worst
ready.
quarterback in the NFC?
No, we're gonna go by.
No.
Like I said, does
By
he listen to me?
division.
Does he listen?
No.
He wears
You
the
don't, you
headphones.
don't.
The lights on, but
They're not
nobody's home. Jeez.
So, where's Andrew at?
Barnett's the
Round
best
two.
defensive end.
Oh, back from our sponsor, Charmin. Keeping Andrew's ass nice and clean.
Yeah, Charmin Ultra Soft.
Right now, we're in a deficit. Andrew's using all the toilet paper. All right, Jim, I'm sorry. I'm taking over.
I'm just.
I apologize.
Good thing the building supplies that because
Blame it on the CI.
we might have to start bringing in some TP with us.
Yeah.
Ooh,
All right,
that's a good
let's start with the NFC East. It's the easiest one. All right.
NFC
Hurts
East.
number one.
No.
Wait, are
bias
you?
there.
Are we saying based on how we think they're going to perform
This season.
Yeah.
Didn't I just go through that whole?
Brody, do you have
Did I
this
just go
all
through
listed out?
Yeah, wait, where's your
And
ranks?
he's
Yeah,
got his
got
paper
it.
there.
Got
I
it.
think
I think
Nate
Brody
might
should
agree.
lead in the conversation because he seems like he's the only one who's prepared. For
Yeah, but
this.
he
He
copied
absolutely
everything
is.
from Adam
He,
Schefter.
he even brought a mechanical
Copies his stuff
pencil.
from me.
That's not what I heard.
He gets his sources from
all right, Brody, let Brody lead it.
We
All right,
got
Brody, lead it
NFC
up.
East. NFC East.
Well, first of all, say good evening to everybody.
He's already been introduced.
He's been on the show already.
Yeah, but he's the man.
Go ahead, Brody.
Oh my God.
Let's give us.
talking to the
Let's
mic.
give
Brody,
it.
Bring
Get,
the
yeah,
mic.
get closer to the
Conversation
mic.
going. So, all right, so we're
Give us your NFC East rankings.
NFC East rankings.
From what,
right now
worst
based
to
on this year.
worst to
Top to
best?
bottom.
Yeah, first
Top
to best.
bottom. First
or
to best.
first to worst.
Oh, don't get shot now, Brody. Come on.
Based on this year.
You already said Hurts
Based
won.
on this year. That's right.
Yeah, based on what you think they're going to do this season.
Hurts one.
Brody.
Don't clam up now. You got a paper in front of you. What do you got on the paper? Read it.
Go off your cheat sheet.
Dak won.
Oh,
Oh, that's why he didn't want to say
Yeah, he
that.
didn't want to say that. He went first, but I don't think he's going to get a lot of
Smart move,
argument
Brody.
there.
Smart move.
No, Brody, you're not wrong.
Hurts 2. Wentz 3 and Jones 4.
All right.
Yeah,
Where are you
that's
at,
fair.
DJ?
That's where I'm at.
Yeah. Smitty?
based on this year,
Based on what you think they'll do this year.
I think Jones will be number
it's
1.
probably still it's still Dak one right now, but I don't think that I think Dallas takes a Dallas this year,
He didn't ask you that. He asked
and
you
I think it's 1A 1B. Like I think Hurts could be right now. He's 2. I agree with Brody, but I think it's closer than people think by the end of the season, just because I think the Eagles' offense is going to be pretty dynamic. That was
What was
Somebody-
that?
that was
That was a
Nate
phone.
telling me
There's
on
no
the phone.
Sorry.
Family Feud.
Survey says you are wrong,
There you
Smitty.
go. I'm looking over at Smitty. I'm going to agree with him. I think there's a chance.
What do you got, D?
I'm gonna go Wentz first. Or Wentz.
Oh, there's a hot take.
Dak
Dude,
first.
your name AB goes
Dak
first.
Dak first.
Ooh.
Uh,
Ooh, here-
I think it's a toss-up between Wentz and
I was about to
Hurts.
say you got Wentz too. That's what you want to say. You got Wentz too.
He had him
It's,
first.
I think it's a toss-up between
How's
between
it a
them
toss-up
for
from that
for
choke
two.
artist?
It's definitely not a toss-up.
And then
Uh-oh,
and
Nate's
then I go
coming-
and
Nate's
then I go
coming for-
Jones last. I think Hurts has the potential to be the second best quarterback based on the offense that he's going to be working with this year. So I'll go with Hurts number 2 because of the offense he's going to have. But you know, Wentz is a good quarterback. He's not a
Yeah, he's great. Damaged goods.
he's a good. I didn't say he was great. He was great for 1 year. He's a good quarterback, but I think Hurts
He
will
was
be
definitely better than
Can
one
I
year.
just make
Yeah.
You get a timeout? You asking for a timeout
I
already?
just want to rebuttal. Like, does anybody not see the
I didn't rebuttal.
Let's all go.
just about
Let's all
Wentz?
go.
I
Let
wanna-
Let's all
everyone
go.
go.
Let's
Let
all go.
everyone go.
You'll have your time.
This is like
We'll
a
give you a
courtroom.
moment.
This is a courtroom.
Wow, Flan says Wentz is 2. In fact, he goes 1A, 1B, not even 2.
Yeah, Flan's drinking.
I don't know. I don't
That's
know about that.
Flan's
always
drinking.
said he was
Yeah,
gonna
that's,
And you guys are all going to look at me like I'm crazy.
Oh, here we go. Come
Uh-oh.
on, Jim. Do
Shake
it
it
for
up.
the.
Shake it up, Jim.
You don't have to
I-
say anything for us to think that.
You got Minshew 3.
Come on. Man.
I think I'm taking the Smitty role tonight. If you're
Are you
looking at
really?
this,
boy!
at
Yeah, I
this
think-
year and the teams, the way they're constructed, I think Hurts can finish as the top.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look,
Great
it's
guess.
Yeah,
Dak-
that's
The top?
That's what Smitty had.
The top,
think
the
Hurts
top in the
will be
East.
top.
Top of the
The
East.
top in the
I
East.
know, I got you. I got
So-
you.
What are we talking about? Are we talking about like who's the better quarterback?
No,
or who's
we're
going
We
to have the
said
better
this
year?
year.
Have the
This
better
year.
with the
That's
with
all
the
right.
weapons around him.
I think that's very
I
important.
think-
Exactly. That's why I qualified
That
it.
is an important distinction, Nate. You're
I
right.
qualified it in the beginning. Maybe you
did.
guys don't listen. I listen to myself. Maybe you guys don't listen to me. I qualified it this season. This season.
Yep.
Forget about what
You
they did in
did
the
a great
past.
job explaining.
Forget
You don't
about their
have to say
potential.
anything.
Don't tell me how Trevor Lawrence is better than Hurts.
That's right.
because
That's right. You talk, Jim. Keep it up.
I'm saying this season, Dak, it's neck and neck for me, right? Because Dak, he did lose Cooper. Gallup's coming back off an injury. He doesn't really have a solid tight end. Shows up some games. And their offensive line isn't as good as ours.
They lost.
Zeke's getting slower. Oh, they got Pollard.
I agree with
So that's the only reason why it's close. But I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say Hurts first, Dak second, Wentz third, Jones fourth. I don't think anybody's going to argue Jones is the worst. in the
I don't
division.
know. I think we got to go to Nathan Moss.
I think our overall
Wait,
offense is
yeah,
going
wait,
to be
no, we
better than
actually
the
had-
Cowboys.
we got to
Yeah.
go to Nathan.
Nate, is it Nathaniel or Nathan?
Nathan.
Or just Nate?
Nathan.
No, it's not Nathan. It's Nathaniel.
Okay.
Bam! I knew it.
Well, I like to call you Nathaniel or Nathan or Nate
It's not Nate. It's Nate.
or Big Daddy LaSalle.
Those Seals are kicking in.
They are.
Key word on the spiked.
Pounding them.
Big Daddy LaSalle.
I don't. So you kind of switched it up because I had Wentz too, but I was thinking like you talking about this year. Who's
Just
gonna have
this
the
year,
best-
yeah, not
who's,
their-
You're pretty much saying who's got the best chance to succeed.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's got to be
Yeah.
Hurts.
Yeah.
Are you? Do you
Thank
have
you.
Hurts?
It's
at
Did you
one?
hear- did you hear that, Smitty?
One, right?
He's got the best chance to succeed.
It's over.
He's-
You think over?
He's
Dak?
got the highest ceiling out of them all.
He's got the best.
Whoa!
He's got
But-
the better
but-
weapons around him.
But if you ask me
Right now.
who I think is the best quarterbacks in the division right
Oh,
now,
Yeah, different question. Agree.
I would think Hurts is 3 because I've seen what Wentz is.
Yeah, Wentz had an MVP year.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
I've
4
seen
years
I've
ago.
seen Wentz ceiling. So
4
I know
years
how
ago.
good Wentz can be. Right? So I don't know where Hurts is.
Yeah.
We don't know how good he can be. Was last year the best we're going to see?
No, hell no.
We're hoping that we see better. We're hoping we see improvement, but you still got to see it.
Right.
I agree with you on
Right.
that, but here's
You know
one
what I'm saying?
thing I want
Because
you guys.
you're talking about hype. You're only talking about potential. at
Okay,
that
but here's
point.
the thing I want you guys to think about Wentz. I'm not saying that Wentz doesn't have talent. Don't you find it really weird, like how he lasted? Like Indianapolis not only ate like money, gave up a first round pick, and still wanted to get rid of his ass.
Yeah, it's
There's
interesting.
something that's
because
going on
because
with
it's
Carson Wentz.
it's not on the field. It's in the locker room.
So what
shit.
makes you think it's going to change with that scumbag? in
No,
Washington?
no. I'm saying it wasn't because of what he did on the field.
I don't think he was that good last year.
It was this crap that went
he
on
had a
in the
couple
locker
good
room.
games.
They had a great running game last year.
Yeah.
that helped
Really
him.
good running game.
That helped
yeah.
him.
What's AB? saying?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, but if he wins the Jacksonville game, we're not having this conversation.
Right. Exactly.
He had 2 games that he could have
I don't
won.
know, dude. They said they think Indy still wouldn't have kept him even if they made the playoffs. They
Now,
were
I
getting
mean,
rid of
maybe
him.
I don't know, but I'm just saying we're
Because there
not
was a lot of shit that they didn't like that he did.
we're not coming
off
down
the
as
side.
hard on Wentz if he wins the game. That
I mean,
makes it
you.
one.
If he
I
gets
mean,
to the
that's,
playoffs.
that's fair. That's fair. I
because
mean,
he makes the
absolutely.
playoffs, right?
Absolutely.
That's the point.
do you
gotta
really
get to
think Wentz has the guts to really come in here and like perform? Like I think he's gonna mentally break down coming in.
I mean, we'll see.
No, I don't
You're in the
think so.
NFC East.
Here,
You're in the
I-
NFC East. This is going to be a big test for him.
I don't
this year.
think
I got-
he can handle Philly. Do you?
I got
Yeah, I
a
think
question.
he'd be
I got a question for those of you who are not putting Dak number 1, because this is based on what
We all
think.
said Dak right now is one.
What we
No, I
think.
didn't. I said Hurts. Nate said
what
Hurts.
we think is
No, he said
what his potential is for this year, right?
This year.
Yeah.
But if we were to flip that around and say, on his body of work in the past, who's the better quarterback right now in the
What,
NFC
Wentz or
East?
Hurts?
If you're asking me
No,
who's
for
the better,
all 4 quarterbacks.
And well, Dak's number one.
You got to
Yeah.
go Dak.
But here's the
Yeah.
thing that
Yeah.
I'll tell you: like, Hurts has the best chance to succeed, not based on short talent, right? We know there's things that Hurts needs to work on. You know, even as president of the fan club, he's got to get better with his arm. He's got to get better with his accuracy. He's got to get better with his reads, right? Like quick reads. But here's the thing: he's protected by the best offensive line in football, hands
yes.
down. Even if players get hurt, they still have the best offensive line because they have depth. You now have. Here's the
Who,
thing:
the Eagles?
yes, they're
Yeah.
the best offensive line in football. Devontae Smith was a rookie last year. Now Devontae Smith, he knows what's going on. Now you pair him with A.J. Brown. You finally have given the confidence to Goddard. You gave him the big money. He's the number 1 tight end. You replace Rager, right? Rager probably is Watkins is better than Rager. But now Hurts has options all throughout the field. Where what I was trying to explain to you today is that last year it was easy to double team Devontae Smith because you had Rager on the other side. You can't double team. If you double team A.J. Brown, then guess what? Devontae Smith's going to eat you up. If you double team Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown's going to eat you up. And
I
up the
hope
seam,
we're-
you still have a top 5 tight end in Dallas Goddard.
There's
There's
no
no
one.
way.
There's no one. You're not double teaming the top 2 receivers. You're not double teaming the tight end.
And who do you think?
Nobody's going to double team
and who-
Rager or
and do you think
Watkins.
they can beat them all in single coverage?
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know about Rager.
No. I'm talking
No,
about Smith,
no,
Smith,
you're-
Goddard, and
Yeah,
and
Smith, Goddard, and Brown. They all can beat single coverage.
The only knock I'll have on Goddard is his drops.
Okay, that's
Like,
fair.
And I think Goddard's a top 5 tight end.
The other thing that I think
His drops can be crucial. At
the other
times.
thing that puts Hurts over the top, which I know we don't like him to do a lot, he is the best running quarterback in the division. He's better than Dak. He's more elusive than Dak, and he can make plays with his legs.
He might be the best running quarterback in the conference.
Guess what? If you start putting a spy on Hurts, that offense is going to eat you alive now with Brown, Smith, and Goddard.
And
Smitty, let me ask you something real quick.
Yeah.
If you put Wentz on this team, are we talking Super Bowl in Philly?
Yeah, probably are.
Wentz?
Yes.
Before the
if you're going to
injuries
give me
or
MVP Wentz,
Give me Wentz of last year. Like if Wentz of last year's here, are we talking?
yeah,
we
because
talking,
we are.
I think you are. I think you are.
Like,
Because we did, but when
I didn't agree with you about
2018
Jimmy
or
G. Like,
2019.
Jimmy G over Hurts. Like Jimmy G had a good postseason. I don't think Jimmy G's better than Hurts right now.
All right. Well, I mean, use him. If you have Jimmy G on
No,
this team
I
right
don't
now,
think so.
Yeah, you are.
I don't.
Are you? Are you? Are we? Are you?
I don't think
are you?
Jimmy G's that
Jimmy
good.
G never had an offense this good.
Let me ask you this: not like
You're right
talking
about
like,
that.
oh,
I
they're
will
going to
give you
win the
that.
Super
But
Bowl,
it's
but
Hurts
there's
has never had a chance now.
There's more
This is
Super
his
Bowl
chance.
talk.
He had
I'm
a
with
rookie
Nate.
wide receiver.
If you have
and a
Jimmy,
shit wide
if you have
receiver in
Jimmy
Gregor.
G and Wentz on this team, you're talking Super Bowl contender.
dude.
Look,
Or
if
Wentz,
you
I'm
take
sorry.
any quarterback in NFC East other than Jones and put him on the Eagles,
You're talking
they're
Super
at the
Bowl.
top of my list.
Absolutely.
They're at the
That's
top
fair.
of my list. And I'm seeing it
And
through the
it's-
comments here. And this is why I preface this as this season. You look at the teams as they're put together right now and the weapons. One of Hurts' biggest knocks last season, he doesn't look in the middle of the field. A.J. Brown makes his money in the middle of the field.
Yep.
Hopefully that gives him the confidence to start throwing that ball there.
I don't think it's going to be a lot of long
And A.J.
balls.
Brown,
It can't be downfield.
A.J.
It's got to
Brown,
be short to medium.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
So he can. That's why they use him over the middle because he can absorb those hits because he's such a big dude. And
Also-
and it. I think it just expands your offensive play calling so much more now because you can take those short intermediate routes with Goddard or A.J. Brown, and they can go pick you up another 5 yards on each route because they're so big and can make plays. And then you can take the top off with Devontae Smith or Quez.
That's what I'm trying to
downfield.
say.
Yeah.
But
There's-
it's all on Hurts.
I do,
It's
but
all on
I
Hurts.
think the way you get Hurts' confidence going is you run the offense like you ran it in Bama. I'm not saying that you don't take deep chances, but with guys like A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, you should be able to just run quick slants down the field and yards. Let's just
That's
develop his
West Coast
confidence.
offense.
I will say this right now. I do not want
Andy
those-
Reid thinks Hurts is going to be, and like Andy Reid's a pretty good quarterback evaluator.
I don't want to see stats
cares
like
about
there were
Shut
last
up.
year with Hurts.
Ain't nobody asked you over there.
Who cares about fucking
don't even
Andy
like
Reid?
Reid.
Are you serious?
I don't
know,
want-
but
I don't-
like he's developing
I don't.
quarterbacks.
I don't want to see the games last year where we saw Hurts have. What was it? 150 rushing yards and like 130.
But if that's if
passing yards, if they're winning, all right, I'll live with it. But you have weapons.
I don't
in this
think,
passing
but I don't
game
think he
that
wants
can
to be
make
a
you.
run first.
Why?
I don't think he does
quarterback.
either.
Why do us Philly fans always live in the past or say what if? Like, just live with the dude you have. Like,
Dude,
don't
thanks
say-
for coming back from the shitter.
I was
But
gonna-
I'm
I-
just
talking
saying.
about that right now.
Well, like you guys live in the
That's
past. Like,
what we're
if we-
talking about.
That's
What are you
I'm
talking about
saying.
living in
Like-
the past?
Like if we have Wentz, we would be a better team right now.
I never said
it's
that.
just a hypothetical.
No, this
We're
is-
not
Yeah, but
living in
Philly
the
fans
past.
always do this.
Oh,
We
you're not
all-
a Philly fan?
we
You're a
do.
Baker Mayfield lover?
Philly
Ah.
fans
Turn
always
this
do.
mother effers on mute, his mic.
But,
Let's
like,
get we got to get Andrews your rankings for the NFC East.
Baker
And this-
Mayfield won when he gets traded to the
and
Giants.
I don't know if you were in here, if you were taking your phone call when I laid the ground rules here. It's this season. Rank the quarterbacks and think how they will play out this season. Just the NFC East right now. Then we got to move to another division because
We're spending.
we got to keep going. All right, what do you got? Who's won?
Prescott,
All right,
Hurts,
all right,
Wentz, Jones.
okay. So I think, and this doesn't surprise me. The only questionable spot is that number one spot. Some of us think Hurts has better weapons and more potential this year to be better than Dak. I don't think that's ridiculous.
I don't think
Unless
that's
you're a
ridiculous.
Cowboys fan.
I will say, I only have Hurts one behind Dak. Like honestly,
All right.
I wanted to say Hurts would be better, but
But
I
you
just
want to
feel
see
like,
more.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
I just want to see really if he can live up to what
Listen,
we're expecting.
if
Because with
he-
Dak, we know what he can
Hurts,
do.
Hurts is set up to succeed this year.
And if
Yeah.
he does,
No doubt.
If he does, he's your franchise quarterback. And I think
again,
we're all
that's
like
great.
that.
If it is,
We all like
we
that.
utilize it
hold
well.
on. What makes him solidify the tag
I think
franchise
if
quarter-
he-
is
I
he
think if
win
he
a,
does-
is it win a division?
No.
Is it win a playoff
I
game?
think it's completion percentage. I want to see him like He's around 60 right now, right? I want to see him
But
in that
okay, you know what? He can
to
put up good numbers
67.
and they could still not win.
Yeah, but that could also not be his fault. You could have, you know what I mean?
I hear you, but I think for me to give him that title as franchise QB, I would say it's got to be at least win the division.
So, like, Jim, you're
wanna-
sitting here saying you think Hurts is going to be one.
Yeah.
If you say that, then you're saying Hurts after this year is the franchise guy. If he's the best quarterback in
If
the
he's the best
division-
quarterback in the division,
Nate,
yeah.
what do you think? Do you think he's here after this year, right now?
Man, that's tough. That's a tough question.
I don't think you can answer it really right now.
No, I'm just asking.
No,
what
I
you
know
think.
what you- yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
yeah,
you
yeah.
can
let me
either.
let me think about that for a
No,
second.
that's cool.
I would say yes because the way
Think
they're
time's
so-
always the best.
I'm gonna say-
I would say
So-
yes because of how they're built right now. They built around him.
Yeah, they
So
built.
I would say yes.
if
Yes.
can you imagine if Hurts is the guy? Like they are.
It's great.
set.
That's
They're
great for the
freaking- They got
franchise.
2 first-round picks. They got a shit ton of money. You're not gonna have to.
They got
pay
2
him.
Don't they have 2 second rounds next year
I
too?
think you might be
Yeah.
right. Yeah, they do have 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So I want to.
So like anybody comes.
They got 4 picks in
Flan.
the first 2 nights.
I'm not going to switch up. I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Flan
You
made
said
a comment
he's number
here.
1 in the division. So if he's number 1 in the division, he's
I
coming
think
back.
this is it. Like, this is his shot. This is his window.
Make or break.
So if he does it, he's the franchise quarterback.
Yeah, if he does,
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, then it's a wrap.
Dude, tell AB to get off his.
Well, no, look, he made it. No, he made a comment here, and we were gonna. I was planning on doing this ranking before
him to
this
come and join us
report
live
came
on
out
Facebook.
today. Chris Sims came
Oh,
out with
he's an
his,
idiot.
and
He's
I
an
think he's
idiot.
just got a hard on for Daddy's Giants because that's where Daddy
Is that
played.
what- okay.
Yeah, he had Daniel Jones rank higher. He had Justin Fields, who I think is going to be trash. He had Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence, and Daniel Jones all higher than
What?
than Hurts.
I'll tell you what.
What?
I think
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence and Doug Peterson.
I think that's gonna be
is
nice to
gonna
see
be
him.
good, but
Yeah.
Justin
Wow.
Fields sucks.
Yeah.
Justin Fields blows,
Well, the Bears are terrible.
and the Jets quarterback's not good either.
Zach Wilson.
I don't.
I don't really believe in him either.
Right.
But that ranking so far for Chris.
It was-
Hell,
Yeah.
who
The
does
guy
where does he
is-
have Burrow? If he's
He
really
only
he
released
yeah,
4 or
Burrow's
5
got to
teams.
be in the top 5 in my opinion. He has to be now.
So let's get to the North. We just
Here, wait.
mentioned
Am I able to
Fields.
say Hurts stats predictions?
Yeah.
You got stats predictions already?
What do you have for
Go
touchdowns?
ahead.
Like you said, this is early, so this could.
It's way early.
Yeah,
I'm
way
ho-
early.
We're only in
40
May.
TDs.
I got
We're only in May.
Debo's still going to get
Listen.
traded to this team.
I have him with 3,900 yards,
Okay.
28 touchdowns.
Passing 28
Passing
or total?
TDs?
all together.
It passes
Passing.
28. Oh.
20.
Okay. What do you got for rushing then?
7 inch, 500 rushing, and 5 rushing
Only
TDs.
If he does
Only
that,
500
he's your franchise quarterback.
Absolutely.
500 seems low to me, though. for
Yeah,
him.
because I don't think he's going to have
That's
to
why I
run as
have the.
much.
That's why I'm passing high and rushing.
I
lower.
get it,
So
but I-
think he's going to be passing a lot more and
With
kinda
AJ
trying
But I
to
want him to-
develop.
Offense is built to pass.
I want to see him pass more, but I still want him to
I
be
think it's-
comfortable
I
and,
think it's
and
different.
play his game.
I think he has more rushing TDs because when we get to the goal line, they're not
They
gonna
use
be-
Miles
they
Sanders.
use him a
They're
lot.
going to
Yeah.
feed Sanders.
No, they
They're
do
going to run
use
Sanders
Hurts.
into the
they're
ground.
gonna
Hurts is,
read
a,
option.
Hurts is a big guy. I mean,
Yeah.
he's not very tall, but he's
They're gonna run a read
built.
option.
He's built, so it's tough to bring him down.
You know who's
And
going to
he
get
can run
carries at the
through a
goal
lot.
line? Jordan Davis.
That'd be awesome.
I'm telling you,
That'd be
Georgia did it.
awesome.
I'm dead serious.
That'd be awesome.
Fran said he's going to take the under on your TDs there, Brody.
Imagine,
bet him.
imagine.
Dude, tell AB to shut up about his Minshew love affair with
Ima-
Pat Bernard, and if he wants to, join the Outside the Box podcast.
Imagine
Where you can have trash
like
takes 24/7.
a goal line situation of like Darius Slay like they did last year, and Jordan Davis
Nate loves
as a
it.
fullback or something, and Slay and Davis are like the 2 options.
Dude, I'm
That
dead
would be
serious.
crazy.
That'd be
Yo,
awesome.
Georgia did it. They lined Jordan Davis up and like either use him as a
I remember.
fullback.
Yeah, I remember
They're
they
going
did.
to.
That'd be awesome.
And
That dude's
Mailata,
a
Lane
human.
Johnson going
All
to get
right,
touchdowns.
let's stop. Let's stop. The
I know-
table's starting to rise a little bit. You guys are getting a little excited over
I
it.
know
whoa,
28
whoa.
high, but
I don't have a honer.
I
28's not
Hurts
that.
bone.
It's not that. It's a good number.
I don't have a honer, and I'm not a homer.
I'm just confident.
You got the homer honer.
Nah, it's-
Homer honer.
Brody, stick to it.
Yeah,
like it.
I actually
All right,
28
that's good.
TDs. I think's about right.
That's good.
5 rushing might be a little
Didn't
low.
he have 25 altogether last
I think
year?
he had, no, he only
Right,
had
30.
16 running.
Yeah, with all his rushing. Oh yeah.
I only think 5
combined.
because like last year,
But
pretty
I
much
think he's
most
got-
of his rushing
if-
touchdowns were those goal line.
He
But I
led the
feel
league.
like
He led the league in rushing.
yeah, I know,
touchdowns.
but
I'm
they're
gonna
pretty
tell you
much
right
all
now,
the
if you have
goal
him for
line.
28 TDs, I think he throws for more than 3,900 yards. He's probably over like 4.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving
good
on to the
work,
NFC
PP.
North.
Good work,
NFC
PP.
North. NFC North.
Rod,
Who wants to start?
I'll go.
You want to start? All
Yeah,
right, go.
I got Rodgers 1. Cousins 2.
I think everyone's gonna be like this. It's such
Goff
a
3 or
it's
Fields.
such a terrible
But I think they're
division.
terrible. Like I could see Goff being 4 and Fields
Yeah.
being 3. But I think either way.
It's
I don't know.
It's Rodgers, Cousins, Fields,
See,
Goff.
I could see Cousins being 4. Cousins is nothing special either.
Cousins.
I said that
know.
today, and people were getting on me. He's pretty consistent. number wise.
I don't know. I don't understand the Vikings. Not hate, but like the sleeping on them. I don't think the Vikings are horrible.
I don't know. I'm not saying they're
They're,
horrible.
like,
Yeah,
but a lot of people are counting them out. I think they'll be a.
They should finish.
They'll be like a 500.
They should finish
team,
second in that
you know?
division.
They got
Yeah,
Justin
yeah.
Jefferson. I mean, they're
Yeah,
gonna
They're
be-
still a. They're
They got a
still
good running
they're
game.
still a decent team.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I don't.
They're no pusher.
Do we have them this year? Do we play them?
Yeah, we do Monday night.
That's the opener. The home
We're gonna
opener.
Yeah,
smoke 'em.
yeah.
Smoke
I
'em.
hope. I mean,
Does
Cousins,
anybody-
Cousins seems
Dude,
to always
Hurts is
play
going to
well
be doing the
against
gritty
us.
right in Justin Jefferson's face.
Does anybody have any different rankings for
And
that?
AB will be
No.
like, that touchdown was good,
I
but he
do.
still has a
You
noodle
do?
arm.
You got Rodgers 4?
Of course he does.
You got Rodgers 4 like I do?
Nah,
Is he coming?
I got him
Is AB
too.
saying anything? Or is
You got Rodgers 2? Who you got at 1?
Not yet.
Kirk.
He's scared.
Oh, he likes Kirk.
Dude, what?
Honestly, I won't.
Well, who does Rodgers had the third?
That's
a good
look,
point.
Besides himself.
That's a good point.
Yes, he
but
does.
Aaron Rodgers
Dude,
is Aaron Rodgers.
I'm going to tell you
He's
right
still
now.
Aaron Rodgers.
Christian Watson is going to be a stud, the rookie.
he's
Oh,
okay,
you-
wait and see.
You read that 24/7
no,
report or whatever
Ray
that
Didinger
was?
said
Where'd you
it.
get that
I believe
from?
Didinger. He said to
Where'd
me.
you get that from? Paul Spencer?
He said that
Yeah.
to you.
Why are we dropping names of
So,
said
outside
he's
the
got-
box
Seven
podcast? Who cares
sports.
about them? They're irrelevant.
he's got Alan Lazard,
That dude's.
Allen,
Sammy Watkins, and the rookie Watson.
Do you?
And it's still Aaron Rodgers. I'll give you. I know you guys. I know you guys all drool over Aaron Rodgers.
Outside the box podcast reminds me of talking about quarterbacks. What's that quarterback that came for the Eagles for a year? And he's like the
Thornton?
backup quarterback, but he makes $100 million. He goes to different
Chase
teams.
Daniels?
Yeah, that's what they are. Chase Daniels. They go from podcast
Chase
to podcast
Chase
to
Daniel. I
podcast
thought it was
to
Sam Bradford.
podcast.
Chase Daniel is the backup quarterback.
Right, Nate? Am I right? How many times can you name your podcast differently but still suck?
What are we doing here?
Oh my God.
Seahawks are kicking it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, but everybody agrees.
We're on a we're trying to do our thing here.
Well, I'm thinking outside the box.
And being politically correct.
If you look at the teams around, if you look at the weapons they have,
AB's loving it.
Goff's got some nice
Yeah, he does. He's got
receivers.
young
He's got it,
receivers.
but I don't like that
Starting
coach.
with that prep guy. Right?
I don't like that coach. He's not a receiver. He's a running back.
He's a weapon, though.
What's that?
You don't like biting kneecaps?
The kneecap biter? No,
Dan
I'm not
Campbell?
a fan of Dan Campbell.
He's an edgy guy, you know. It's like
Check out my guy.
So Rodgers is easy number 1.
Yep.
Fields is easy number 4.
I think I had Fields 3.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
with
Fields
Dan.
3.
Oh,
I
really?
I think I had Goff.
Yeah,
4.
but like, who does Fields have to throw to?
I just think he's an athlete.
Byron Pringle.
Oh my God.
I just think he's athletic and that he makes plays with his legs and.
Byron Pringle.
But that, you know what? I'm an idiot, so I'm gonna go back and say that Fields 4 got just because now that I'm thinking about it, their offense really is horrible.
It stinks.
It's so.
I
bad.
agree with what you said about Campbell. People always say like he seems good just because he's heart, but he doesn't have
Dude,
good
we're gonna
play.
don't we play
Although-
Detroit again?
Yeah.
We're gonna smoke their
Yeah, we're
asses.
Although
That's 1.
Darius
yeah, it's
Slay,
our
4
opening-
touchdowns.
That's right.
Is it in Detroit?
Although I think
Oh,
Yeah.
we're
I
smoking
think
it.
Fields is a more athletic, better QB than Goff. I just think that
Yeah.
the
If you're
question
talking potential,
presented, it's Goff.
if I was
for-
drafting today, I would take
Goff
Fields
for-
over Goff. But
Yeah.
for this year, Goff
You would
is-
take Fields over Goff
if I was drafting today for my franchise.
Dude, I thought Fields.
I don't like Ohio State quarterbacks.
That's
at
what I
all,
was
but-
gonna say.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right, so,
So we got like
All right.
a bunch of
So NFC
midfield
North,
guys. We'll
NFC
go
North.
to the South now.
All right, all
The
right.
South is horrible.
All right. So I'm gonna.
Other
go-
than one quarterback, the
Brady's
South
one.
sucks.
Brady's one.
Brady's 4.
What?
Is
Shut
it
up,
Denard,
Andrew.
Darnold, or freaking Matty Ice? Is
No, he's in
Matty Ice is in Indianapolis.
no, Matty.
Marcus
Ice
Mariota.
Coral.
Yeah, you
That's
don't-
what his
you
name
No, is he Matty Ice too?
You don't know sports.
No,
do you?
Matty.
You've been drinking.
Schefter today.
You need to drink some more to
He's
get
stuck
smarter.
in that box.
Does Matt Corral go by Matty Ice too?
Yes,
That's a violation.
it is a violation.
Wait, does he really?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You guys are all looking at me like I know my sports knowledge and I read things.
That's terrible.
And
I
I
thought you
don't
just
go
had
to
the
Schefter.
iced. I just
Come
thought you
up
had the
with
iced
something.
tea in front of you, and you were like, "Oh, I'm gonna call him Matty Ice." Cause
Wait,
I-
who are we
come on,
considering?
Matty.
Who are we considering the Falcons?
I guess the
starting? 'Cause I
second
counted as
Mariota.
I counted as Mariota.
I
Yeah.
think you're gonna go Brady, Winston, Mariota,
Darnold.
then Carolina. Whoever that is.
Darnold.
Yeah.
Could be P.J. Walker from Temple.
It could be.
I'm going the same way.
It could be Nate Moss. I mean, there's not much talent in there.
What? Down in North Carolina or down
In
there?
Carolina.
He's not listening. All right,
He knows the
Yeah.
deal.
I'm going the same as Smitty.
same. You going different?
Of course he is.
Of course he is. Who you
I
got?
think Winston's one.
I got
Winston over Brady?
Mayfield
Brady
is
won.
going to the Panthers.
Brady.
Brady.
We
Okay.
all agree Brady won, right?
That's like the dumbest. Okay, you got
Alright,
anything
okay.
valuable for this
Who's
conversation?
the
Oh my God. You don't even know.
Mariota 2.
What?
I think he's got something left in the tank.
Yeah.
He's not throwing to anybody though.
He's got Kyle Pitts.
He's throwing to us 5
and
years.
he's got a guy that.
Six.
Oh, wait, he has the
Yeah.
guy that gambles. Oh, no, he's
No,
out.
he's out
for
for
the
the
he's
season.
out for the
I'm
season.
saying
He'll
he's
be
not
an
here
Eagles
this year.
player for this year.
They got nobody to throw to down there.
They got that kid
No,
from
who-
Brian Edwards from
Oh,
Vegas.
he's actually decent.
And
He's
Drake-
decent,
Drake
but,
London.
and Drake London, the
Who
rookie.
does-
And
who does-
Pitts. And Pitts. So
Who
you
does
can't.
Winston have to throw to besides?
Michael
He's got Michael
Thomas.
Thomas.
Duke
Jarvis
Allen,
Landry.
And they
Lance
just
Lance.
drafted Olave.
Tyson
Yeah, they
Hill.
just drafted Chris Olave,
I would
yes.
put Winston too.
Yeah, and I love Winston.
Did you
I
just say
love him.
Taysom Hill?
Taysom Hill.
Come on, bro.
I was trying to drink it. My
Dude,
tongue got in the well.
Taysom Hill.
I absolutely hate Taysom Hill. I just
Everyone.
Yeah,
I don't like
Could you
he's
say
a-
that again
he's
for
a
your dad?
fantasy
I don't like him
Say
either.
hello to
Tyson
DJ.
Hill.
Wait, you
I
like
can't stand that dude.
Oh, you hate him too? I
Yeah,
can't.
I
Dude,
hate him.
well, if you're a fantasy guy, you understand because that dude is a
Dude, you know what's so
freaking
funny?
vulture
How
on
great was
fantasy
it when Hurts' first game and he like Taysom Hill sucked? Remember?
Oh
When
yeah,
he came in and
and
started.
Josh Sweat.
Oh, Josh Sweat annihilated him.
But
Good
Taysom
call.
Hill is just such a vulture. Hopefully, now that Sean Payton's out of there,
A
hopefully,
Swiss Army
hopefully they don't use him as much. But like, oh my God, that dude was so annoying.
Yeah, I was not a fan of Taysom Hill.
All right, I'm with you.
Swiss Army
Right,
knife.
so
we're going.
NFC
We're going.
West.
What do we
Brady.
got?
We're going. Brady, Winston.
Oh well,
Brady
Mary-
would be four if
Deke didn't
Derek
go.
Barnett
Deke hasn't
played
said much
worse than
tonight.
every
We're all
week.
go.
I'm Brady, Winston, and then
Mariota.
Mariota, who's ever in Carolina.
Sammy.
All right, so
Smitty.
let Deke start with the NFC West.
No, wait. Carolina got we're idiots.
They
Carolina,
got Matt Corral,
They got Matt Corral, and then didn't they
Sam
trade?
Darnold.
Thought they traded for somebody else or
No.
signed somebody. We're idiots.
They got Marcus Mariota.
No, it's Darnold and Matt Corral.
We don't know shit.
Oh, you're talking about Panthers, though.
Yeah.
All right,
Unless
NFC
they
West.
trade for Baker.
Let Deke lead the NFC West. So Deke, we got the Rams, the Niners.
Yeah, you gotta go
Nine
The
Stanford
Cardinals
and
It's another
Seattle.
shitty
and
division.
Seattle.
Yeah, I would go.
Hold on, let
Stanford.
the man talk.
Wilson.
Wilson's not
No.
there, dummy.
Oh shit, that's right.
Seattle is Drew Lock.
Did you mean Geno Smith?
You set me up, asshole.
No, I didn't. I didn't say Wilson. I said Seattle quarterback. That's why I said. Just trying to
Drew Lock.
Drew Lock is the starter.
Drew Lock number
Drew
one.
Lock.
I
Geno
would-
Smith is the starter right now.
Is that what they
Before
said?
this off season, I would have gone Murray, but Murray
Geno
went
Smith.
goofy. And then Jimmy G.
Trey Lance. is the
It's
starter.
who knows? Like this division's so weird.
Yeah.
That's what I said. There's only
They really do
look,
only
yeah.
have the
Do
Rams.
you
Murray?
think Stafford and then Murray, or do you think Stafford and then Trey Lance?
Well, if the
I don't
Niners
have
can
faith in
figure
Trey
out what they're
Lance.
doing with Jimmy G,
I would go.
I would go Jimmy G.
Where do you
too.
guys think Jimmy G? I'm,
Two
Yo, you know
over
what?
Murray.
Where could Jimmy G land?
I would-
Because he
I would
could
stick
make
with
the
Jimmy
team
G.
A lot better. Where does he land?
But honestly, the Niners are such
Panthers?
a dumpster fire right now with Jimmy G and Debo.
How can you say they're a dumpster fire? They were in the championship
But
last
yeah,
their
year.
really.
offseason's been bad. They've had
Jimmy
two
G should go
breakdowns
to
between their two
Pittsburgh.
biggest players.
That's just about money.
I saw
Debo's
something.
coming back.
I saw something crazy on Twitter.
You
Some
don't think
dude,
he is? You think they're trading
I
him?
think-
some
You
dude
don't wanna
listed
go back.
all
Yeah,
these
I-
stars for Frisco other than Jimmy G, and he said, "How's this team not going to win it all this year?"
They're not winning.
I wouldn't go that far.
And I-
but
and I
they're not
forget
a
who
bad
it was.
Team.
I mean,
They're
where
not
do you guys see
bad.
Jimmy G? Where do you guys see Jimmy G going?
If I'm saying Fran, he's staying.
No,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
not.
right.
They've already said they're
What if-
actively
what if
looking
he goes
to trade
back to
Panthers.
Who's going to take him?
New England.
No,
Atlanta?
He's
How
an
about Atlanta?
average quarterback.
Atlanta?
Atlanta
they
just
got
signed
two
Mark-
quarterbacks now. They got Mariota and
You don't think
Desmond
Detroit?
Ritter.
Detroit wouldn't take him?
I would, if anybody, I think Carolina.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Maybe.
What about Cleveland if Deshaun gets suspended all year?
Why? No.
No, they got
Maybe Houston.
Baker.
what about
is
Seattle?
there. He would be great.
Houston. That's in the division.
I know.
Why
did
would you
that.
trade in the
I
division?
mean, we did that with
because Donovan was washed up. Why
Where
would-
else could he go? I'm trying to think of teams.
Houston, Carolina.
Houston's a good spot.
Lions.
Oh, just real quick, just a little dig at the Cowboys.
Sure, we love that.
In the past decade, who do you think's been the most successful team in Texas?
The Houston Texans.
Yup.
Really?
They have more playoff wins, they have more regular season wins, and more division titles than the Cowboys.
Dude, I love
in
it.
the last
That's
decade.
outside the
great.
box.
That is outside the box. Is right.
So Dallas, America's
Way to
team,
go.
ain't even the best team in their freaking
Oh,
state.
man. you bring that up just as our guy Mike Miller chimed in. Sorry, Mike.
We ain't
Sorry,
worried about-
Milo.
We ain't worried about no cockroach cowgirls.
Sorry, but I just had to throw a little dig in there. I heard that on the radio last
Are
week.
we
I saw that on
are
TikTok.
we going
too.
to all the other divisions? Or
We're
just
on-
the
we
NFC?
just
NFC.
finished up
NFC.
the West.
All right, so
Sort of.
where did we
Sort of.
Yeah, where did we finish up the West? Stafford won.
Stafford, everybody else.
I think Murray too.
Stafford.
Without-
I guess
Stafford,
Without
Lance.
Hopkins for
Yeah,
6 games.
They don't really have.
They got
that.
Zach
I'll
Ertz
tell
with
you.
blonde hair.
They fell off
I'll tell
really
you.
hard too last year. They
Well,
fell
that's
off.
what I'm
It's either
saying. Like,
Stafford,
I
Lance.
think, dude, I think
Sound
Murray
like
could be
Lance
better than
either.
Hurts. I mean, Hurts could be better than Murray.
Well,
long term.
it's- Yeah. Oh, long
Stafford,
term,
Lance.
Yes.
It's a toss-up
You
between
think
Lance,
Lance
and Murray.
is two?
Yeah.
I don't like
Murray
Lance, but
and then
I don't either.
Gino. Or maybe Gino then Murray. 'cause
No.
no,
Murray-
Gino's got to be.
Dude, Murray's
Gino's
gotta
gotta
be-
Dude, the
fourth.
Seahawks might be the worst.
Yo,
team
I
in
might have been
football
right
this
with my take when I said that Kyler Murray was
you might
trash.
have. Yeah, you might have.
Remember, I was
you
wrong
might have.
for the
I'll-
Wait, are we
I'll
not-
give you the nod on
year.
that
He was
one.
he was
Are we
the
not
run,
counting
front
Drew
runner
Lock
for
as the
MVP.
starter?
No, right now Geno Smith
apparently
is the
it's
starter.
Geno Smith.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I think
Yeah,
Mayfield.
They're gonna
or
battle.
Jimmy
They're gonna
G.
battle it out in training camp, though.
No, I think
first.
I think Mayfield goes there.
That's like
eventually.
me and you battling out.
What
for
about
center
wait
on
a
the
minute. Yo,
on the
here's
CYO
yo,
team?
Here's a perfect spot for Jimmy G that I wouldn't want to happen. Why not the Giants?
Giants.
Yeah, I've seen that. But did who were they talk? They were in talks with Watson, weren't they too? And that fell through. So
Yeah, I
but
mean,
Jimmy
there's-
G. You weren't
Here's the
giving up.
problem,
He's
guys like
perfect for New York.
Yeah,
guys
he
like
was.
Jimmy
There
G
is, yeah.
and Baker. There really isn't a team for them right now.
Baker.
Atlanta's
They
Atlanta.
can't really take over a game.
Yeah,
Like
they
they never really done it.
Dude, don't talk about Baker in front of his
Oh,
girlfriend.
Sorry. Go ahead.
But honestly, there's no place for these guys to go because they're older guys, they're veterans, but they're not that old.
Baker's
where
not old.
They're expecting they're going to get a
Yeah, how old is
multi-year
Baker
contract.
Baker's
Well,
still
I'm
playing
and actually
for
Jimmy's
a
not.
second contract.
Yeah,
isn't
well,
he?
he's not going to be playing. He's going to be picking the splinters out his ass.
He's gonna
And the
be-
teams that
He's gonna be
need
picking the
quarterbacks
dingleberries out on the sideline.
They've done it.
drafted
Yeah,
quarterbacks.
they've
Atlanta
made
drafted a
good moves.
quarterback.
Yeah.
Carolina
but
drafted a
Desmond Ridder,
quarterback.
I'm like, dude, I'm not. Don't want to worry about him.
Hey, he played in your
Pittsburgh?
American Athletic Conference.
Pittsburgh interested in either of those
They got
guys?
Kenny-
No,
they got-
Pittsburgh drafted.
They got Kenny Two
Pickett.
Gloves. They got Kenny Two Gloves.
He's not ready to play.
According to AB, he's going to be the next Joe Montana.
All right, let's go to the AFC.
No,
Nah,
we're
we're
not doing that.
we're not doing the
on the
NFC.
NFC.
So you got the
Now we
NFC
gotta rank. No, we're done. We gotta rank them
we did
all.
of them.
Oh, come on,
Gotta
dude.
rank
That's
'em all.
difficult.
We're
Who's the
only
top?
doing this one, right?
Top quarterback. Who
Brady.
did I skip?
It's
Brady.
It's. Oh, you think Brady?
Oh, you got a different ranking for
I'm
the
going Stafford.
South or for the West? I mean,
Dude,
Whoa,
how
what
can
was
you
the
go
main-
against Brady?
what's that?
Danford
What was the
over
main-
over
Hold on,
Rodgers
Hold on. Are we ranking
and Brady.
We're ranking everybody
for this
Mahomes?
year, right?
for
No, no,
this
no,
year.
We should
In
start
NFC.
worst
Say
to best.
Mahomes.
All right. Let's bring it back.
Stafford
bring
over
it back.
Mahomes
Let's bring
in
it
the
back.
NFC?
Here's the signal.
I didn't know if we were doing overall. I didn't know we were doing just
the signal.
NFC.
He's stuttering his words.
Here's the signal. We're gonna go all quarterbacks in the NFC
All right.
for this season.
Okay, that's.
We
then
should
I'm-
go
then I'm
worst
gonna
to
stick with
best.
Brady won.
I don't think anybody arguing Brady
yeah,
won.
I was gonna go Stafford.
I have
You go
Brady
Stafford
one.
one?
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
Wait, are we going best to last?
Best to last.
Brady
I
Best
have
to worst.
Brady one.
I'm
here.
going Stafford 1, Brady 2.
Nope.
I
I'm
have
going
it.
Brady 1, Rodgers 2.
I have Brady one, Stafford two.
I got Rodgers
Any-
2.
All right, who else is
Rodgers
arguing
sucks.
Brady first?
What
One.
Who did you
I'm
say?
going Brady.
I got Brady
what?
one.
A-Rod 1.
No,
He said.
I said Brady one.
Oh, then
Brady?
that's just me. I'm the only one.
You're going for
I'll be
Geek?
on, I'll
Brady
be on
one?
the island.
What do you have as 1, bro?
I'm sorry, answering your dad.
He doesn't need it.
I go
He needs to
Rodgers
come in
1.
live, tell him.
You got Rodgers one.
Yep.
Andrew, anybody
Brady
other than
2.
Damn,
Who's
bro.
your number 1 QB in the
Nate, who
NFC?
do you have as number 1? He's falling asleep over there.
It's Tom.
Brady.
Yo, tell
Brady.
Nate to wake
Brady's
up.
winning. Brady's winning.
Nate, you need another tea?
Brady
No,
takes
no,
it as
bro.
number one.
I'm listening to you
2
guys
is
talk.
Stafford.
Number 2.
then.
2 is
Do you want
Stafford.
me to get you another tea?
I have Stafford
Yo,
as two.
fine.
Stafford is 2.
Stafford is 2, everyone.
No,
Once?
Rodgers is 2.
Rodgers is 3.
Okay, listen.
Yeah, I have Rodgers 3.
Okay, that's great. I got Rodgers too.
You know, Brody's got his big brain on tonight. I think everyone should follow up.
Okay.
I think we're going Stafford too.
Yes. Thank you.
Bottom
Thank
of the
you.
6th, Nola's going to start falling apart.
Ah,
Keep going.
shit. Is it the
It's 1
third,
nothing? They just
third,
gotta
third
double.
time through the
Yeah.
order? Oh, it's over.
Stafford 2.
Yes. Rodgers 3.
What?
Ooh. Over who? The NFC is so bad.
So
this
then where
year.
are we at? 4?
So bad.
We're at 3.
I'm going.
I have
I'm going
Rodgers.
Stafford here.
Yeah, I'll go Stafford.
We already
too.
went
He
Stafford
already
2.
went Stafford
No,
too.
I didn't go Stafford too.
I'll go
he's
Stafford
consensus.
3.
All right,
He's
then I'm
consensus.
written
Down in the book, Stafford 2.
All right, then I'm going
Just
Brady.
go Rodgers. Rodgers
3.
is not
Yeah,
off the
Rodgers
board. yet.
Rodgers 3.
Stafford.
Dude, Stafford.
Stafford's
3.
gone.
Stafford's going,
What?
baby.
We already put him down as 2. You got to go 3 now.
And we think we're going to get through
Rodgers.
the schedule? This ain't happening.
Dude, we got to go Rodgers. Rodgers is the best available.
Who
Tell
was-
him Rodgers.
I'm busy doing comments. Who was 1 and 2?
These are social.
Brady,
media.
Stafford.
Rodgers, then it's easy,
Brady.
bro.
All right, then I guess Rogers got to be 3.
You're not gonna like who I
duh.
would say. before. Yeah, right.
I don't like Rodgers at 3, but I'm going to get outvoted.
You don't like
You're
who
gonna
I'm
say
gonna
Dak.
say. Yeah, I think Dak's
I-
4.
What?
Who are you going to put 3, Jim?
Dude,
I might
NFC
go
is
Dak
so
over Rodgers.
bad.
I have
You going Dak
He's
over
just,
Rodgers?
yo, he's got, he's
Or
got,
Hurts. Or Hurts. I can't say Hurts
NFC
because
is
you're all.
so bad.
he's got a lot of hate for
Murray.
Rodgers, bro.
I do. I
Murray.
don't like Rodgers. And he doesn't have any weapons around him.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Now we're on 3.
I'm going.
Don't give me Watson.
It's Rodgers.
Randall Cobb,
It's Rodgers. Stop.
Lazard,
definitely
Lazard.
Rodgers.
Lazard. What's the other guy?
Lazarus.
Who's the
All right,
other
I'll give
guy
you. I'll give you
that's
Rodgers.
already-
Sammy Watkins.
Yeah, that's
He's
right.
got a bad hamstring like Harden.
Yeah.
Hey, Murray.
Dude's constantly got a hamstring that
Kyler
does
Murray's
not
having a
attach.
bounce back
We're on
year.
4.
He's
We're on
4.
4.
He's going with
Kyler Murray at 4.
Bounce back year.
No, no.
All right,
Bounce
bro.
back year.
Save your trash takes for outside the box.
AJ Green and Rondale Moore will carry.
I think I hate to say it. I think Dak is 4.
Yeah, I have Dak 4.
I'm going Hurts. I mean,
I'm going
I
Hurts,
put it
too.
out there that I
Are
thought
you
Hurts.
serious? Yo,
Dude,
this list is terrible. If you
It's
go
so
Hurts
bad.
for it.
No,
it's
I
gotta be
put-
Dak.
I don't want to
Dak.
be accredited with this list.
I put Hurts ahead of Dak. I can't say that
Dude,
Dak is now better than
No,
Hurts.
you said based on potential. We're talking about right now.
Then
I said based on this year.
Pick somebody else besides Dak and Hurts. Pick Winston or Cousins. Or
No.
something.
I can't do that.
Dude, do we
No,
not
it's
realize how
Dak.
bad the
Put
NFC
Dak
is this
down.
year
It's
with
Dak.
QBs?
It's Dak and then it's Hurts.
That's what I'm saying. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's
It's
fine.
Dak and
Yeah.
then it's Hurts.
I have Dak 4, Hurts 5.
Hurts
I was-
5.
I wouldn't even put Hurts 5.
I'm giving you my
Who are you
vote.
gonna put Cousins?
either him or Winston.
Winston sucks,
come
bro.
on.
Dude, he puts up numbers.
Yeah, 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions.
And you know
Great.
what? It works. He's still
is
got a
horrible.
playing starting quarterback
All
role.
right, so we're going Dak 4. Is that what I'm hearing?
I guess.
This is showing how bad the NFC is this
No,
year.
It
this
is.
is showing.
It really
It
is.
It
It's
is.
just showing your affinity for Dallas. Keep going.
I don't.
DJ loves Dak. He loves the big
Oh,
Dak.
See the shirt he's wearing?
I love.
No son of mine is going to love the
Yeah,
Cowboys.
he loves the big Dak
Yeah, or he's going to be out on the street.
with his Dak out.
All right, so who are we writing for 4? Dak?
Yeah.
You guys all said Dak. I
Yeah.
said Hurts, but you guys all said
Nate,
Dak.
be the decision maker.
Nah, it's
Oh, Noel got through 6.
gotta be Dak.
Test dude's up 1-0. Phil.
Joe already said that. He's giving us updates.
Well, Joe
Jim,
needs to
if
come in
we're-
the studio. I miss Joe.
If we're on the 5, I think I'm going to go Kyler.
Get the. Dude, I'm going Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I've Hurts 5.
Come on.
I'll go Hurts
Oh
5.
my
Oh,
God, Nate,
Nate,
please help.
It don't matter. I'm going Hurts 5. I wanted him 4. It don't matter.
Dude,
Nate,
you got 3 in
Nate,
this room, dog.
if you are still with us, please tell them that
Hurts
it's
is top
Mary.
5 in
It's
the NFC
Mary.
East.
If we can rewind it back,
I know what you said.
Nate said Hurts over Dak
I
too.
know what he said. But
Jim, you don't
now
have any
hearing-
explaining to do. You're the boss. He's a peon.
a peon.
Yeah, you know what that is?
I've never heard of that.
You never heard of a peon?
Oh,
You've
man.
never heard the term
Oh,
peon?
give the history.
Are
of
you
peon.
serious?
All right, who's 6?
Wow.
Can I go first?
Hurts is 5. Who's 6?
Well, I said for this that it could really be either way for Kirk and Murray, but I put Kirk 7,
Wait a
Murray
minute, we're at
6.
If it's,
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying it could really go either or.
If you wrote Hurts as 5, then Murray is 6. The dude was an MVP.
I think-
final.
yeah,
Dude,
I
he
think-
sucked last year, and he's got freaking.
I really
It's
think
o-
this
I
could
get
go.
that, but through
No, you
what-
don't get it.
He doesn't have Hopkins through 6 games.
Okay, but
He's
through
got Zach
what was
Ertz
it, like
looking like
12
Slim
weeks?
Shady.
He's got no running game.
All right, but it's still Kyler Murray. He'll make
Am I
plays.
right?
Yeah.
many have you
I'm
Two.
saying
Not
6
even-
and 7 because I feel like it could go either way, but I
fun
think I'd go
Trying to
Murray
enjoy myself.
6.
Been a rough
Murray
week.
6.
Been a
Put
rough
him
week.
down, and then you get Kirk 7.
Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna go.
Dude, we need to realize how bad these QBs are this year. Kirk is 7. Winston's
Are we
8.
good? Are we good with Murray 6? Where are we throwing Winston?
I have
8.
yeah, I have Winston.
Wentz, I'm
8.
throwing Wentz at 11, just like his number. Trash.
You.
Wait. Weren't you the guy that just said if we have Wentz, we're gonna
No, I didn't say that.
that
Thank you.
was-
See, why don't you practice active listening?
I was on a business call half of the show.
Yeah, okay.
Keep that in mind.
DJ,
That's why
DJ,
you're learning support.
DJ, you'll be sad to know that
That
Pat
is true.
weeps for the future because you don't know the term peon.
Can pee on top of the box.
Yeah, why
Is
not?
it like?
He's
Is
on
it?
top of the box.
Is it like?
That's a rap lyric. if
Is
you
it
don't know.
It's
Is
another
it
term for a
used?
peasant
Is
or
it
a
used?
low life.
Maybe.
Or like a
I
bitch.
might
something
have-
like
or
that.
a bitch.
I
Right?
might
Or
have
bitch,
heard
yeah.
of it.
Like
but
you're a
I
bitch
never
and he's
have.
the boss.
Okay.
So he
All right.
spanks
Where are we
you
going
and
after
goes with
Murray?
peon.
Where are we going after Murray?
I put him at 6.
Kyler Murray?
Oh, 7. We're
Murray
on
is
7.
Murray 6. yes.
Kirk.
Yeah, Cousins got to be 7.
Actually, I don't know. I might go Goff.
What?
I'm just kidding.
8
You're
is
not-
Winston.
No,
Who?
I can't give.
I can't give crap.
Wentz?
I gotta go Wentz.
Stop! Oh my God!
Tell me who else?
Winston.
It's
Winston over
will
Wentz?
throw for 30
I think it might be
touchdowns.
And
just.
47 interceptions.
Okay.
And he's gonna steal crab legs in public.
and he'll
get hurt.
He'll throw for 5,000 yards.
Okay, and he still sucks. But I'm going
He
Winston
puts
too.
up
I'm
yards.
going Winston.
Yeah, it has to be Winston.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
It's Jameis.
So wait, Winston 8, we said.
Yeah, Winston's 8. Put him down.
And they actually have a good offense too.
Hey,
Thank
he's got better weapons than Wentz. But I just
All
don't
right,
for
so
sure
who we got
believe in
left?
Winston.
Wentz 9.
I have Golf 9.
Goff over Wentz.
I got Daniel Jones in
I don't
Get
like.
the hell out of
Yeah,
here.
I don't like Wentz, honestly. At this point,
Look, we gotta put the
No.
personal stuff aside. Like
No,
we gotta be
I'm not.
objective.
No, he's talking from a
We gotta be
Wentz has
objective
gotta
here.
be
Like
next.
we are
I'm
professionals.
not
We
saying
can't.
it
We
with
can't.
personal.
Where?
We can't bring our
Let
hearts.
me put
We
out
can't
there.
bring our hearts
How
into
are-
this.
How are we professionals when we talk about CDs?
If we're putting this list out on social
We
media,
are not homers.
I do
We
not
are-
approve.
But
I
we
am
have
just
owners.
in this a part of this, unfortunately.
Wentz has got to be 9.
I can't see Wentz outside of the top 10.
Yeah.
Just looking at the trash
Yeah,
that's at
it's
the bottom.
so
of it.
bad.
Right, right.
I guess
I would
Wentz is
take Goff
9.
over-
Helen
Yeah.
Keller 10.
Oh my God, Jared Goff's going to be 10 now.
No, he's
Look,
not.
here, all right, here's
Mariota.
Mariota,
no. Here's what I got.
Wentz.
Wentz
Cousins,
is 10.
Wentz. That's it.
Winston.
It's got to be one of those guys.
It's Winston.
No, we already gave Winston. I gave Winston 8.
Okay,
It's
so
gotta be
we're at
Cousins.
9.
where's Kirk?
9. Kurt is not.
Kirk didn't make it.
He's
Then
not.
Kirk's 9. What the hell are we doing?
I said Cousins or Wentz. It's where I'm
it's
at.
Kirk. It's Kirk.
No, wait a
we
minute.
said
You,
Kirk
wait,
was
what
7.
number are we on?
Yeah, you said Kirk
Dude,
was
we said
7.
Kirk
Kirk
was
was
7.
Thought we were a 9.
Who did you write for 7?
You guys are all drunk.
Who did you
said
write
Kirk
for
is
7?
Trying to. Not
You
there
said
yet,
Goff.
but trying to.
Yeah, we are trying.
We didn't
We
say
did
we
not
gotta
say
work
Goff.
tomorrow. Cheers.
Yo, he's.
I
he
swear I
said-
heard Goff at 7.
He said we had Goff at 7.
No, we didn't.
No.
Jerk.
Oh.
All right, my mistake then. I heard Goff.
Dude, bro.
So Goff. So
Yeah,
then we're
you're
down to
talking
Goff
about-
and
He's
Wentz.
got to be
You told me
higher than
about us
7.
being drunk, then you must be happy.
Goff.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I'm thinking.
You think
oh,
it's
my God.
Stafford.
Dude,
Stafford.
we're
won- yeah,
embarrassing
Staff-
ourselves
yes.
on national TV with 2 followers.
National TV. No, it's got to be Wentz at.
We're down to Wentz or Goff.
Well, Winston took 8, right?
Brady,
Kirk- so
Stafford,
it's Kirk,
Rodgers,
7.
Dak, Hurts, Murray, Cousins, Winston.
Okay, Wentz.
Yeah, it's got to be Wentz is next.
I'll go Carson.
Yeah.
I had Golf, but I mean,
Goff would probably.
It
Oh my
could go
God.
They could go
you could go
Dude,
Wentz.
Goff
See,
is
I-
10.
If
That's so. Who would you take?
Carson or Goff.
Lance?
I don't know. No. I'm on Carson and Goff. Like Goff's got better weapons than Carson does this year.
No, he doesn't.
Nah, dude.
Nah,
Dude, he
I'm
got-
on Ross St. Brown, Jamison Williams, DJ Chark, TJ Hawkinson.
nah,
Okay.
bro.
Who does Wentz have?
If they have,
Curry,
if,
Scary
No,
McLaurin.
Who wants out?
Curtis
If-
Samuel.
if
Dude,
they
what did
put-
Curtis Samuel do last
And
year?
Jahan Dotson.
That's your Seder boy.
And then they get a good tight end, I think, right?
No,
Look at
Paul, he
Tom-
hasn't been healthy in years.
Paulson.
Logan Thomas.
Logan
Oh,
Thomas.
Logan.
He's been hurt for the last
Go
two
get
seasons.
another basketball player like you did.
Yeah,
if
go
they
get
figure
what was the
out-
other guy's name?
If they figure out the contract situation with McLaurin, I think it's Wentz, not Goff.
Jameson Williams won't be back till like December, bro. He's on a torn ACL.
Yeah,
also a
he's coming
rookie.
off for
No,
injury.
he's coming back.
He's a rookie
Yeah, in
receiver.
December.
Yeah, but he's still a rookie.
Yes.
He's a rookie receiver.
McLaren's a top
And
10
DJ
receiver.
Chark sucks balls.
All right, I'm gonna note
We're
my
doing
exceptions.
Wentz. We're doing Wentz.
So when the season's over,
And then
Next
Goff.
week, next week we need to
If
rank
Wentz
the
is
NFC
9,
wide
Goff is 10.
receivers.
Goff's 10.
NFC
Yes,
wide
Goff is
receivers.
all right,
10.
now we're just at trash after this.
Yeah, we are.
Wait,
I mean,
are we
that's
saying
disrespectful to those
Trey
families.
Lance is the starter for Niners?
We
What
don't
are you saying?
know. Like, is it Jimmy G? 'Cause
I have-
if
yeah, I
it's
did-
Jimmy G, Jimmy G should be in the top 7.
No,
I wrote down
he
Trey
sucks.
Lance slash
Jimmy G sucks. He had 2 good playoff games.
I would
and one
rather-
is Garoppolo.
I'm really made it as Trey Lance's starter, but I put.
Trey Lance sucks too.
Does he? We don't really know.
We
that
haven't
yet.
seen-
We don't
So
know
we've got
enough.
all right. So
So who's left?
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones is the worst, but put him at the bottom.
Trey Lance.
Daniel Jones
Is he
is the
very bottom? You want to work for the bottom up now? Is Jones
Yeah.
the worst?
No, I think
Of the whole
I have
NFC.
Darnold. I have Darnold.
I think Darnold.
But I would put Jones and then Mariota.
I had.
I think Mariota's better than
But
Jones.
I
and
said
Geno's the
Darnold.
starter. Is
Oh,
Oh,
crap.
Gino's
Geno's
the
last.
starter.
I
Geno's
put it
last.
as
Jones
Drew
is
Lock.
13, whatever.
I put
All right,
it
so
down as Drew Lock,
here, Jim.
but-
We're done with this. This is so bad.
Yeah, this
We're
is
going Geno Smith, Daniel Jones, Darnold.
That's how you take
No,
over.
actually, we're going Geno Smith, Darnold, Daniel Jones,
Darnold's got
Mariota,
Goff.
and then Goff is 10.
What about Fields?
Oh
Yeah,
my
you forgot
God,
Fields?
Fields would be 12.
Fields would go.
I had Fields
can't
12.
go above Mariota.
Fields
I
would
had
go
Fields
12.
12.
Fields goes
Yeah.
12.
All right, so Goff, then Mariota. No, not Mariota. Who's
What
Yeah,
did
I
you
think
just
you're
say?
right with Mariota.
Yeah,
Mariota's next?
yeah,
Yeah.
Then Fields,
I don't.
then
I don't know if I
then
could put
then
Mariota
then
in.
Daniel Jones, then Darnold, and then Geno Smith.
Wasn't Mariota the quarterback at Tennessee when
Yeah,
we were
I
down
don't know
there?
if I
Yeah.
could put
Yeah.
Mariota 11.
And beat us?
Honestly,
Yeah.
They went, made the playoff run.
I had Mariota 13. I don't know
Who
if
do
I
you
could
have
put-
better than Mariota? Darnold?
Goff and
See, just because he hasn't really played in a bit, I just put.
See, if you could
Well-
just take like the San Francisco quarterbacks,
yeah, that's.
I'd move them higher.
Yeah, I put them 11.
But you have to pick one of them.
If Jimmy G was actually the confirmed starter, I'd probably
Where
put
are
him
you going?
top
You
8,
got
top
business
7.
call?
Yeah, I gotta pee. No, I
Like-
gotta pee.
Like, I don't think you would like this, but I put Fields over Mariota.
No, not happening.
No, you
I
can't
don't
do that,
see-
Brody.
I'm not a huge fan
Cannot
of
do
Mariota.
that,
Neither am I.
Mariota was decent. You remember how good he was the 1 year?
1 year.
And then he got hurt. And then he never got a chance again.
Yeah, but Fields hasn't been good at all,
Thank you,
Brody.
Smith.
Yeah, Fields is stunk.
Yeah, but I mean,
Mariota has something left in the tank.
Yeah, Mariota's had good seasons.
Very
Fields,
good.
Fields hasn't had anything good since
If
high
it was
school.
up to
I mean, I
Chip
think
Kelly,
it was
Mariota
close.
would have been
I
here.
guess Ohio State.
If Chip Kelly had his way, we would have a dumpster fire franchise more than we already are.
Yeah, if Chip Kelly had his way, we would never got a Super Bowl. with
All right, I'm
Mariota.
going Mariota. Then we're going to San Fran quarterback, whoever it is.
Mariota and then San
We
Fran?
would have beat the
Yeah.
Detroit Lions
I
in
think
this
you gotta
league
go
if,
San
if
Fran
Chip
and
Kelly
then
got his way.
I think you got to go San Fran and then Mariota because Trey Lance could be. Who's saying something?
I like Trey Lance.
Is it AB?
No, his dad said DJ went to look up Peon.
Well, he's probably peeing on himself.
All right, so we got to figure out Fields, Darnold, and who's the last spot?
All right,
Who
man.
am I
Just
missing?
you
and
could
Jones.
throw them in a bucket and whatever sticks on the wall.
I'm gonna go Darnold. Yeah, I'm
Pretty
They're all,
much.
they're all trash.
See, if
I
I,
think
knew
you're right.
we were
Donald,
counting,
Field, and Jones.
Fields, Jones.
Throw him in a hat and pull one out.
see, if I knew
Whoever's
that we
next.
were counting Geno Smith as their starting, I think that
That's-
he would be my last.
That's
but I
who-
put
that's
it
where
as
we got
Drew
him now.
Lock.
Well, it
I
doesn't
had
matter.
16
It
Darnold.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't
He's
matter.
like your dad. It nothing matters. what you say.
Seattle
You're gonna
QB.
listen to me.
Oh, he's at Seattle.
Seattle QB, whoever it is. All right, so here's the final ranking of the NFC quarterbacks per the Santa Booth. First
According
Pro.
to the Santa Boot First podcast.
Tom Brady, Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts rounding out the top 5. Yeah, don't say "oh God," because listen to these names after it.
Yeah.
Then it's Kyler Murray, Kirk Cousins, Jameis
Ooh, so
Winston, Carson Wentz.
I think I think that Murray, you would have a lot of argument for Murray to be.
I think
over
Murray's
Murray
top
above
five.
Hurts?
I
We're
think
not gonna
Murray's
do the
top
top
five.
Phillies.
for sure.
That's fine.
This season?
Has Murray won a playoff game yet?
We gotta end on.
I don't think
No.
so, right? No.
I don't think so.
And this season, considering that he doesn't have D-Hop for the first 6 games,
He's been here before though.
who's been here before?
D Hop has been hurt a lot lately. It's not like he hasn't had. I don't think he's had Hopkins for a full season yet.
Nah, he hasn't.
And Hopkins has been there like 3 years, or this is his 3rd year.
I think Murray's 5.
Well,
I don't.
It's already written.
paper says
It's-
Hurts.
It's written.
Yeah, if he got Hurts, go ahead.
Hey, hey, make
Cousins,
this- Go ahead.
Winston, Wentz, Goff, Mariota, San Fran quarterback, Darnold, Fields, Jones, Seattle
San
quarterback.
Fran quarterback.
That is sad when you're
It's like
think
a
it's actually
position
pretty
is
good.
taken up by an SF
it's-
quarterback.
Nate, can we get a fart sound or something to round out that list? Like, Jesus Christ.
Yo.
so we got our NFC ranking.
I had 1 through 8.
We'll do it. We'll do a AFC ranking one of these shows.
we gotta
and then
put
I
we'll-
want to
that
do
out.
wide receiver
Then we'll do the-
rankings in the NFC.
Dude, that would take forever.
No, but
That
we'll
would
just
take a
go
whole
top
show.
2 on each team.
Top 2?
That would take,
Yeah.
that would take a while.
Like, you mean like each individually or just like together?
Yeah, like I want to not like.
You mean
teams
pairs.
As a
teams
tandem?
yeah.
Yeah, good
As a
word.
tandem.
That's it. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay, yeah.
As a duo,
Is it
dynamic
ding-
duo.
like the dingers,
I like tandem
matching dingers.
over
Tan-
duo.
tandem's a good
so
word.
you just count them both as
Like a
one?
menage.
Yeah, like Philadelphia.
So
cool,
basically,
wide
Menage
Smith
a
and
duo?
AJ.
Like Philadelphia,
Right.
AJ Brown.
Yeah, like wide receiver cores. Who's got the best
All
team
right.
wise?
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Philadelphia. You.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad we got the peon's approval. That's his nickname.
If I'm a peon, you're a peon.
That's right. I am.
God.
I'm practice squad
Oh
material.
wow, the
You guys
Phillies
gave
are
me
up
a
3-0, top
Yeah.
of the
Oh,
7th.
Double did some damage,
Oh, douchebag? Good for
Oh,
but it
him.
wasn't
douchebag.
on a girl's neck.
Oh, dickhead.
Is it still only
What'd
one?
you say?
Is it still only one
It
dinger?
does-
Did some
it does-
damage, but
it
it wasn't on a girl's
Doesn't
neck.
matter. It doesn't
Because
matter.
he's a scumbag for that. I don't appreciate that at all.
We're not going through the schedule tonight.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's
It's
Yeah.
gone.
that
really
would go.
bad.
Yeah, that would go way too much.
Yeah,
longer.
that's another hour.
Are we
Yeah.
wrapping up?
I think we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. You want to wrap it up? All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait,
I don't know.
wait,
Do you think
wait.
we all need to wrap it up?
Yeah,
I spent my
we should.
hard-earned
All right,
time
so-
making the schedule.
Yeah, but before we do,
Yeah. Before we do, what do you guys want to?
you want to say what you got to say about what happened?
No, I mean I think we all would
Do your
talk
thing,
about,
Smith.
I think we all talk about it. I mean I don't think it's just me.
Yeah, but you're the.
I just think
you're-
that- yeah,
as
but
an educator,
It is
you
an
know.
it is an educator, but I think it's more than that. And like I think we'd be very dismissive and ignorant if we did not
Bring it up.
discuss what's going on in our world these past 2 weeks. You know, it's hard to put into words now, but it's almost like no matter where you go, you're not safe, right? You think like back in the day, you think like church would be the safest place. Now churches have gotten shot up. You go to the grocery store, you don't think that that's the last time you're going to see a loved one. And like, especially I think it hits hard for all of us, not just me just being an educator, but, you know, for Deke and Jim and anybody that has kids, like, you can't even imagine the anguish and the heartbreak of what went on Tuesday, right? Like nobody expects to drop their kid off for school, right? And it's the same thing every day. Like, oh, I love you. Have a good day at school.
Yep.
And that's the last time you see them, right? That's the last
See you
time.
at 3
Yeah, the
o'clock.
last time you embrace them. The last time you ever see them smile. The last time you ever see them, say I love you. And I noticed, especially like this week, just me on reflecting on it, like I've noticed, especially this last couple of days when like I drop my kids off at daycare, I'm like making sure to, give them an extra hug and kiss and I love you, because I think one of the things that we're starting to learn in this world is like that tomorrow's not promised, right? And we live in a world that's full of a lot of hate, right? And I'm not going to sit here and go on politics, but I will sit here and say that we can't continue to go on in this world and not have solutions, right? Like we talk about gun control, we talk about that, but one thing I will say to people, from working in education is that mental health's a big thing. And I think one thing that, and you don't think about it, but how somebody looks on the outside might not be how they're feeling on the inside. And it's just, it's really difficult, I think, for all of us, right? To think about the fact that no matter where you go, you're not safe. And even to make it even worse, then you read today, like not only did that one teacher die, right, and they said she was embracing the kids as they found her, but then her husband went to a prayer service today and then came home and dropped dead. I think it just puts into perspective that like everything's not promised in life, and you need to embrace life. And if there's anything that you feel like you can do, I think like you personally have to challenge yourself to make a change, right? Like, and I think a lot of this starts with our world's full of a lot of hate. It is like, and you see it every day. Our world's full with a lot of racism, with a lot of targeted behaviors, with a lot of mental illnesses. And the only thing that I could say as a parent or as anybody that is to try to be aware. Like, try to be aware. If you feel like somebody's struggling, ask them, like, can I help you? And, sometimes people don't want to ask for help, right? It's almost like they're crying out for help and they don't know how to ask it. Mm-hmm. So if you see a warning sign, if you see something on social media, if you talk to your friend and you feel like they've said something that's inappropriate. And the other thing that I ask you to do too, and especially if you're raising kids, is raise them to appreciate everybody for who they are, right? It doesn't matter what skin color you are. It doesn't matter what, sexual preference you are. And that's a problem in this world, is that people are too judgmental in how they think about each other instead of getting to know the person at the root of who they are. And I think that is a big problem. And I also think that politicians, and I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to go on a Democratic or Republican, but I just ask people that have points of power is to stop maybe looking at it from a party line and look at it from what's morally right or what God would want or what would you want from your kids. And, I think that if we can start actually following, action, if you think of a lot of things that have gone on, like nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Sandy Hook happens. Like DJ said today, he's right. It's something that we think about, we mourn, but then we're on to the next one. And then something else happens and the conversation goes, we need to do this, we need to do that. So I think it's more of like, let's stop talking about what we need to do and let's put something into action, right? And I think that if politicians aren't going to do it, at least I believe, and I've said this to everybody that I've shared this with, nobody that's committing these acts, these heinous acts, these acts of hate crime are doing it stable. Nobody wakes up in the morning and goes with a right mental state and goes, I'm going to pick up a gun and I'm going to go shoot somebody up. They're struggling deep inside, and mental health is a big thing, right? And mental health is something that a lot of people struggle with, and all I ask is that if you see somebody struggling, like, try to branch out or reach out a hand, because you never know what you can do, what a conversation can do, or asking them to, like, check in, or if you see something, like, but it's just, we're living in a difficult time. We all are.
Yes.
I think that even though we're on the East Coast, like, we're all feeling that. And I don't think it's just teachers, like, obviously you said that and I agree, like, it's difficult for me, but I just think about no matter where I go, you could be a target of something, and that's scary. Yeah. There's no really safe place.
It's a scary world, right? Like, and we always joke about us being old and all that stuff.
Right.
I've never had to deal with any of this in my education career. He's halfway through school at this point, and he's like, these kids now, they're almost desensitized to it, right? Like, and you kind of said it, Smitty. It's like we talk about it until the next one. Just to say the next one, that's the scary part. Like, we expect it to happen again.
Thing is, like, we try to help
we're
other
waiting
people
for it to happen
instead of
again.
helping ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of things that could be done. There's a lot of money that is getting generated from, like, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, we're helping other countries, or like the legalization of marijuana. That's making a shit ton of money. But it's not going in the places that need to be. It's not. It's not going in the places of
like the gun
increased
control,
mental health services. But see, here's the thing. With gun control is a huge proponent, but I'm going to say this again. If somebody's not struggling mentally, they're going to find a way to act out. Yep. So it's not just gun control.
I don't think it's more like gun control. I think it's more like mental, like, health and, like, having problems in the head.
It's a societal problem.
It is.
Yeah, it's just and how people are brought up, like you said, like people are told to hate other people.
Right, just based
instead
on
of saying, like you said, getting to know them personally.
Right, exactly.
The first school shooting, I believe, was Columbine, Denver, Colorado.
Was it really?
in
Because I know since then there's been a lot more.
1999.
But there's
And
over
you
like
can
200
also-
Oh, I know, but the first one,
that was the first
there was a
one?
stat
I believe,
that-
was in
there was a stat-
1991.
No.
It-
It's school shooting, not mass shooting.
School shooting,
There's
yeah.
a there's
Yeah,
a
school
stat that
shooting.
came out that like the amount of I think it's school shootings that happen like worldwide, you can count on one hand, but in U.S. you can't.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's sad
Did-
how like
did-
There's.
the-
I saw
the-
something the other day. Sorry, 145 days into the year, there's been 213 mass shootings.
Mm-hmm.
2,200 plus
In
kids
our-
and teens killed.
The-
just in the U.S. And our guy, Pat Sweeney, he's chimed in here. He's over in Australia. Like he says, I feel bad for what's going on over there. So this is definitely an issue here. It doesn't happen in other countries.
Unique
Yep.
to the United States.
It is.
If you want to go all the way back, the very first quote unquote school shooting was the University of Texas at Austin in 1966, where the guy climbed up into the tower, the bell
just
tower,
started
whatever,
shooting.
whatever
Yeah.
tower it was,
Yeah.
and started just picking people off. And it went into the double digits. I forget what the number was.
Right.
But that was technically the first one. It was a college campus. The first high school, next level down was, I believe, Columbine in 1999.
Sandy.
Nothing
Yeah.
has changed in over 30 years.
That's the problem.
Nothing.
That's the problem.
There are two common denominators. There are two unchanging factors in the equation. Number one, mental health, and I don't mean that's the first one. I should say there are two factors involved: mental health and easy access to guns for people who should not have easy access to
Yes.
guns.
I agree.
I don't care.
When you're
if-
18, you can go buy
No,
2 assault rifles and 500 rounds of ammunition.
And I don't care that there are people who own guns in this country. I really don't
Right,
care.
No, yeah.
Provided that
Or-
they are responsible adult gun owners. The problem is
Not everybody is.
there are not all responsible adult gun owners in this country.
Sure.
And some of them have mental issues. There was an old friend of mine who made a comment on Facebook. She had a sibling who was the victim of violent gun violence, and in her family, and the person who did the gun violence to her family member, I believe at the time, had a juvenile record that was sealed, and when that person became an adult, that juvenile record went away, as it does. She thinks, and I think this is a great point, and I think it's a very overlooked point that flies under the radar, that a juvenile record, when there's a violent juvenile record involved, that needs to carry over into adulthood and does not go away when that person turns 18. Because that person who committed that violent gun violence against her family member was able to gain access to a gun because his juvenile record went away when he turned 18.
Right.
She thinks that there should be, a law or whatever created where your juvenile record carries over into adulthood when it's a violent juvenile record. And I couldn't agree more. So that's just another phase of people who should not have access to guns. There's a long list of people who should not have access to guns. People who have a TRO again, and it's a temporary restraining order against them, they should not have an access to a gun. People who spend time in prison should not have access to a gun.
Right, the legally buy one.
People who have a mental health history should not have access to a gun. People who have had or no fly list should not have access to a gun. People who are have been charged with domestic violence should not have access to a gun.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact rules and laws of gun regulation. All those people I just listed, I don't know who does have access to guns, but I know some of them do.
You're right.
None of them. People who are on psychotic drugs, none of them should have access to guns.
Right.
Just plain and simple. People who are 18, you can't have a beer at 18, but you can have
an
access to a
AR-15.
freaking gun,
An
an
assault
automatic assault rifle.
Right.
That makes
But the
zero
the
sense.
service will put a gun in your hand.
I just think
Yeah. The government,
18.
yes, the government says,
Listen.
here's a gun, kid.
Look,
we'll train you
look.
how to kill
But
people.
here's the
Go kill people
hold
in
on,
our
hold on.
name.
I want to say, look,
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not even going to get into all that because that's a whole another 3 hours of a show.
Right.
I don't even want to get in political with this thing. The bottom line is,
It's got nothing to do with politics.
the bottom line is,
No.
in the past week, there's been 3 mass shootings on 3 different races of people, age groups, and communities in this country.
Mm-hmm.
And it's becoming
Something we're numb
something we're numb to, and
Right.
at this point, almost like a routine.
to. Right.
That's
And
what's-
it's awful. And at the end of the day, innocent people are losing their lives for no reason at all.
Yep.
And it's something that you guys have all already said, that as a country, as a society, and as individuals, it's on all of us. We need to do better. And we come on here, we talk sports, we shoot the shit, and
We bust each other's
yeah,
chops. Yeah.
we have a good time because it's an escape from all that.
It's right.
Just for those few hours.
Yep.
And it's the same reason why we get into sports, is because it's an escape from all that, just for a few hours, because
Reality.
it's something
Yep.
we can all bond together over.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, there's bigger things in all this. And what we have seen in this country in the last week is a much bigger thing than rating quarterbacks in a professional league. And I think we all need to do better as individuals, as a country, as a society, because we saw the power that people have in this country the last few years,
Right.
with all the civil rights changes
Sure,
that have
sure.
been made.
Yep.
So I think we need to do that again, peacefully and appropriately, with our political officials that are in office, whether you agree with them or not. They're the people of power along with us.
They need to stand
And
together. Right.
And exactly, Smitty. Everybody needs to come together for the better good. We bicker too much about the little things, and then things like this happen, and it kind of brings you back down to earth and back to reality that,
Right.
you know,
Everything's
kids-
not promised.
kids can't even go to school without having in the back of their mind, what do I do if a shooter comes in
Right.
now?
That's-
What type
yeah,
of
that's what I
training
was
do
saying,
we
like,
have?
Right.
Right.
People
a
like-
lockdown.
Me and Andrew and even Smitty, who's
Yeah.
Yeah.
vice principal, it's scary to have that thought in your head.
Mm-hmm.
About
Absolutely.
the shootings
But it's
and,
also
like-
scary anywhere you go. That's the
Yeah.
scariest
Yeah.
part. It's like no matter where you go, and like if we just continue to just stay stagnant on every time something happens, like nothing's got to change. It's got to be like an action. Like what are we gonna do? How are we gonna do it? How are we gonna carry it out? Are we going to change the way in schools? Are we going to, I know some ideas which people might not agree. Are we gonna have armed officers at schools? Are we gonna have a universal system like? A card where people can what are we going to do? What steps are we going to take instead of just sitting here and allowing it to happen?
what-
I don't know what the
the-
answers
the-
are,
the
but
very-
solutions is what needs to happen.
That, Andrew.
Yeah, absolutely.
Class, we just talked about the American dream,
hmm
and we had to write a paper on it and all.
Yeah,
And I said, I don't understand what the American dream is because
the American dream's dead right now.
Exactly. There's no American dream. If
Right.
your American dream is going to ever get killed, you're stupid.
Your
Like,
American dream is feared every day of what's
it's
going to
like,
happen
what,
to you.
What am I going to wake up to? Go to school with?
Right, you never know.
Am I going to walk into a shooter?
Are you going to walk? Yeah, are you going to walk into a crossfire? Like,
Yeah.
What has continued to baffle me with all
no
these
change.
school shootings,
Yep.
save maybe the first one. How are these guys able to enter the building? Why is the building not
Locked.
locked? Every entrance
They
should
are
be locked.
But,
Now
I mean,
at
you can
Ryan-
shoot.
Then how do they get
you
in?
can shoot through or smash through. a
No,
door.
not necessarily.
I'm telling you.
Name me one incident where they have done that to gain access
Well,
to the
I don't know
building.
how they gained
I-
yesterday.
Probably
I know
zero.
at Ryan now, since this all happened, there's gates, as you guys probably all know, there's gates at every entrance.
Columbine, they got right in.
I said since the
there's
first
like
one.
16 entrances at Ryan. They have glass doors. There's 2 entrances to get in there. They have all the stairwell doorways. They put the gates up on that, so if someone tries to get in, they walk into that. and then there's security now at the entrances on the south and north side.
That needs to be everywhere.
Well,
They have cameras all over the school now. It's
yeah,
sad.
and that's another thing. There need to be cameras everywhere.
Yeah, but cameras only catch footage of it. They don't stop it.
Right. No. You're right.
Nobody's deterred by
But
cameras.
but if there's ever the situation where the shooter may live and get away, at least you have something
right.
on
There's
camera.
never really the way that a shooter gets away with.
yeah, they either
Well,
turn
there-
the gun on themselves or they
you
get
have
killed.
you have to be
Yeah.
prepared for the fact or for the chance that
It's
they
just
may get
sad
away.
That, like kids that are not even get to live life yet and they're dead.
Yeah.
That's the thing
Yeah.
I can't. Like I looked
Yes.
at those pictures,
Yes.
dude, and I'm sure you guys all did, and I just like it was like that could be Sophia, that could be Kieran, that could be any of the kids at my school.
Yeah, like it's sad.
It's
like, they don't-
crazy.
They don't
They-
get to live life.
It's
and
As
have
a,
it.
crazy.
as a parent, there are a few places you think you're going to send your kids and they're going to be safe.
And school's number
School
one.
should be one of them,
It should
right?
be.
Family members, school, church. And that, unfortunately, schools and churches
Or the main
have been targeted.
And I think
and it's just-
why
it's-
churches are being
it's-
targeted is because of the abortion thing.
I mean, there's reasons. There's all kinds of
that's
reasons.
the thing. Like you can't. This world's full of hate. Or
And
this
that's-
country.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
You can never really know. You never know if there's like a teacher who isn't mentally.
Right. Or a
Stable, 'cause they're
student
not
that-
gonna come out
That's
to you
why
and
I
be
always
like-
say like you have to like.
There's
And like we're guilty of it. We all bust people's balls, but you have to. And I tell this to my students every day. Like when you bully somebody, like you might think like they're going along, but we don't know what people are struggling inside,
Yeah.
right? Like and a lot of people don't know how to effectively communicate, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're struggling,
Yeah.
you don't know how to communicate. Your
And
first thing is like,
it's-
I want to get everybody back that made me feel this
Yeah,
way.
and it's sad that like, there's so much access to guns now. Like, there's no background check on anything. You can just literally.
well, there's
Well,
background
there-
checks,
there-
but they're
they're
easy.
not-
There are, but there are loopholes around a background
or
check.
somebody just buys it for them, like
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
lock up your guns if your parents
And-
like lock them up.
And I forgot to
they
mention
can't
that
actually-
the person I was talking about earlier, she grew up in a house with guns, and I'm not. I forget what she said in her post if she was a gun owner currently or not.
Right.
But she has no problems with gun. I think she did say she was a gun owner, and she believes that there should be background checks, universal background checks, and certain people not able to access guns. And there are other mental health issues are not unique to the United States. Every country on the planet has mental health issues. What's unique to the United States is the access to certain weaponry for certain people
You're right.
in the United States.
But here's the here's my argument to you. If somebody's struggling, they're gonna find a way other than a gun. That's why it's got to go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. I can tell you right now. I know specifically from
And
working in a
that's-
challenging school, inner city, that mental health is only really access if you can afford it. It needs to
Yeah,
stop. It needs to be
right,
part of like
right.
universal
It
health
needs-
care.
It needs
yes,
to be
it-
the
that if
yes,
you need help,
yes.
you
It
need
needs to
help.
be the new way
Yes.
of guns can be purchased. It should not be you have to be a certain thing to do it. You should be able to like, you can
There-
buy a gun with ease.
Yes.
You should be able to get access to mental health.
Absolutely.
You're
should-
not going to be
men-
able to stop everything.
men-
Like,
no,
yeah.
no. You absolutely are
But
not
you
going to
have
be able to
move
stop
you can
everything.
limit-
Trying to change
But
something.
You can limit
mental-
this mass shootings and the hatred and all this other stuff by making mental health centers act more affordable and
Yes.
accessible.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes, yeah, that's
But it goes
100%,
hand in hand.
Andrew.
I agree with Dee.
There's
And access to guns. Yeah, is a criminal always going to be able to access a gun on the black market, on the street, whatever you
Sure.
want to call it? Absolutely.
not
But
gonna
see,
be as-
yes,
but
you're saying
for
criminal.
every
These kids
gun
aren't
sale,
criminals yet.
If you,
Yeah.
that's true.
I mean, you can't say a criminal. It's,
right? No, you're right.
Right.
You're right.
They're struggling.
But
That's the
but you can
problem.
go to a gun show and buy a gun right there on the spot. You don't go through a criminal
You
background
have
check.
To get, like, you have to have a license to carry.
Not in every state.
Not in every state, right?
No, but you can go to a gun show
So
and
the
buy a
problem
gun
is it
on the
needs to be
spot.
like
it's crazy. how
There,
ant-
there
like,
needs to be
But see, here's the thing.
universal background
You're
checks
right.
on every gun sale.
Listen,
period.
I'd feel better if we were actually moving towards like concrete solutions, right? Because
Yeah.
like you think about something and you like think about things when things happen, you want to be solutions
Yeah.
oriented, right? Like you want to. What are the next steps to stop it? But like if you think about it, we're just stagnant since Columbine and Sandy Hook. We've done nothing. DJ summed it up perfectly again when he said like we're in 30 days. You know, obviously like it's going to be in the back of my mind. I always think about it working in a tough community, like what's going to happen. But like in 30 days, it's going to be like something else.
Yeah.
But shootings are all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like you have to be.
And it's crazy.
You know,
how, like,
you have to like think about like, you know, if you really stand for gun control, then you really need to also think about who you're voting for.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not even.
Yeah.
It's not even a standing for gun control
or just being
just being better humans.
right.
Yeah,
You're
just
right.
You
Be
know,
more
like
loving
just
and
care about
Yeah.
other people. You know,
and
I
like
mean,
how like
Yeah.
their family's gonna be
Well-
devastated if you kill them or
Yeah, well,
It's as simple
that's
as
just
that.
it.
It's
Peop-
as simple as
peop-
that.
No,
Empathy,
you're right.
love, and respect
But you're
is what our country-
you're
Yeah.
throwing
lacks.
everybody into the same
No, he's trying. I
bucket.
know what he's saying.
They're,
Trying to
they're,
say though.
the people that are intending upon doing this damage
Right.
and killing people don't care.
I know.
They don't care about themselves.
then
they don't
what-
care about
but
any
what
other
he's trying to
people.
say
I'm
is
saying
humans,
the people
we
around
need to
them.
learn to respect each other. We need to have
Yeah.
empathy. We
Right.
need to have
Yes.
respect. We need
but
to
it-
have
but
care.
if you're not,
we need to think before
if you're
we
not,
speak.
if you're not correct in the head, you're not going to care about other people.
So
But
then
But
we need
that's
to-
where we need to stop
uh,
brushing those people off as crazy.
Exactly.
And give them help.
Give them help.
And
Right.
I don't know if you guys are looking at this, but Pat said down in Australia, two things. He's been there 26 years. He's never once cared about any neighborhood he's ever walked to in Australia because he's always felt safe. Number two, he says you can get 10 free mental health plan visits in Australia
That's what I'm talking
to
about.
see a psychiatrist.
There's your answer. There's
10
your answer.
He also said you
Not
can't get a
3,
gun.
Not 4, 10.
He also said you can't get a gun unless you're a farmer trying to put down a.
Trying to put, I think it was a shotgun or whatever
You know,
it
you
was.
But look, here it comes down to like DJ
different,
said.
it's
It's
different.
it's just we
Society's.
And-
we are
the
going to solve
reason-
it. As much as we want to say it's not political, it is political.
it turns into
It is political
is,
because
it is.
Political
the
'cause we don't have
money,
people
the
more
money to
religious.
help,
That's right.
Exactly.
the money to help
Exactly.
fix these problems
It all comes
isn't
back
being
to money.
directed. It's there.
It is
It's
there.
not being
It is
directed
there.
the way
You're
it
right.
should be.
You're right.
And the reason why you can't get a gun in Australia is because back in the mid 90s, they had a school shooting
mass
where
shooting.
30 something kids were killed, and they passed regulations where you can't get whatever kind of gun
but
you can't
Yeah,
get.
But Jim's right. It all comes back. As much as we don't want to make it political, it turns into a political conversation,
It
and
does.
it all comes back to money. Where's
So
the
all-
money?
Yep.
Where's the money going, and who's it going to benefit the most?
Yes.
So all we can do is look out for each other.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
calling. That's what
It's-
I'm saying.
Look out
That's-
for, look
I-
out for each other.
I purposely
Look at your
wore a T-shirt
surroundings.
tonight.
I saw it,
I wore the
yeah.
T-shirt
It
tonight.
does. No, I
Be
saw
good,
it.
be better, be selfless.
As soon
No
as I
birds.
saw you wearing that T-shirt, I knew exactly why.
I
Because
purposely
I knew
wore-
what we were going to talk about, and I knew why you wore that shirt.
And it sucks. It sucks.
Yeah,
it's a
it
scary
does.
world. I worry for my kids.
Yeah.
Show the
it's-
camera that shirt.
You know, we just got to be better. And we end the show. We say "Biaxin" to each other.
Right.
You
That's
know,
what I was gonna say.
kind
You
of
said
say it like
Right.
you know, half cocked, but it's true. Like if you know somebody's struggling, it may not be easy to do it, but try to reach out. Right? That weird kid. One day you could say to the weird kid, "Hey, buddy, what's going on?"
But see, that's your mindset. That the weird kid.
But that's what I'm saying. That's
But the way
and you
that
shouldn't think of it
say
that way. But
you
that's
can't-
what it
We
is.
can't label these kids
And-
weird. We need
but
to label
people
them
don't-
with-
That's what
with
that's what
struggling.
society calls
But
them.
that right,
And that's the problem,
That's a
like-
mindset shift. I'm not trying to be a dick.
No, I'm
really
saying
not,
that's
but,
the
like,
problem. Like you're
it
looking at
is.
them and
Yeah,
reach out to that different kid, that weird kid.
Yeah.
Like
and a
because
lot, and
they
a,
may just be looking for a friend. They may be looking for somebody to talk to.
A lot of these people that commit these crimes, I'm not trying to label, are like people that have either like made big decisions, like you know they've come out or they've felt like, you know what I mean. Like there's a lot of situations
They're
like
not
they've
ex- they're not
they've
accepted.
been bullied. They don't feel
They're not
accepted. And the way that we
accepted.
can accept one another is like to find the good in every person,
Yeah.
because there's good in every person. Even if somebody's struggling, even like there's good in every person. So how do you bring that out in that person? And then how do you let them see their worth? Because that's the biggest thing
Yeah.
with mental health. When somebody's struggling, they don't see that they're a valuable member of society. So it's our job to lift each other up. Even if we know that, like, maybe something that they don't do is right, but, like, you have to build someone up. Because if we're breaking everybody down each time or we're breaking someone down, we're never building them up, right? Like we're never building them up. Like we
Try
break
to connect.
right,
Even if you
connect,
can't build them
right,
up, just show them
right.
that
Yeah.
there's somebody
they're
here.
meaningful.
There's somebody here. I see you
There
over
needs
there.
to always be somebody that they can go to and
Right.
trust, and that's what I try to build at our school.
And it-
If it's not me, then I want them to go to my dean. I want them to go to a teacher. But everybody needs to feel valued and supported, and that's the issue. Even if you feel as an outcast, you have to find a way to branch to somebody because we can all connect with each other.
Right.
That's the biggest thing. I can connect with everybody. I know I could be the biggest jerk in the world, but like anybody that needed something, they could come to me. I don't care what you are. I don't
Right.
care what race you are. I don't care what social economic status you are. I don't care about what sexual beliefs you are. Like if you need support, I'm here. You know what I mean? And that goes to anybody. And I think everybody sitting at this table is that type of person.
Right.
So we need to find a way. I don't know what the answer is, but I know that living stagnant and no solutions isn't the answer.
What we've been doing is not the
Right.
answer at all.
We're not doing
So-
anything.
Yeah.
We're
Something-
divided.
something-
You know, we talk about the
something's
United
gotta change.
States. Right now, we're the divided states. That's really right now how we have to think about ourselves because that's where we are. I hate to say it, but if you think about reality, United States, the opportunity for freedom, we are not.
No,
We
we're
all,
not.
everybody else, like
It's sad
you know,
that
it's
it
sad.
takes
We're the divided
takes,
states.
It takes an attack on our country to become united.
It's not even just attack.
Well, like, it's
the
just
fact
saying,
that,
It's a
like,
build.
no one-
It's a build up.
It's a build up of everything.
Yeah,
different
United
things.
is when people come
Yes,
together.
yes.
When we see somebody that's not like us, a lot of people in society, what they do, they walk away. United is you find a way to come together
And
with
accept them.
something good.
And accept them.
Exactly.
Right.
So, Jim, I appreciate the fact that we're able to have this conversation. I know that we are all break each other's, choke,
Yeah.
but we're all good human beings,
Mm-hmm.
right? And like I think that, hopefully, there's hope in this world because, listen, my kids are young, and right now the
Yeah.
future that they're growing up, it scares the hell out of me every day. But you're right. Be excellent to each other. It really is true. You find a way to tell somebody every day. I tell this to the kids at school. Find a way to share with something that you appreciate about everybody, because everybody needs to feel like they belong, right?
Yeah.
Right, I was like, something has to be done. Like this is a little off topic, but like when 9/11 happened, we've shown how we can really make it better, but we're not doing that.
You're right.
And we have to stop waiting till the next time to
You're right.
remind ourselves that.
Yep.
And the fact
Yep.
we have to wait till the next time knowing there's going to be a next time is just
Right.
not a
Right.
good thing.
When is there going to be another mass
Right.
shooting? Right?
Brody,
You're thinking
how
about that.
how old are you?
12.
12. He's 12 years old.
And look what he's experienced.
And yeah,
That's-
and you've already gone through.
The fact that
Right.
we're all sitting around here saying next,
Exactly.
there's
That's-
there's an expectation that
Yes.
it will happen
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong.
And
That's
when-
Oh, he shot
You-
up the school. Let me do it. There's always someone getting.
But he-
that wants
not
to do
even-
it
it's-
better.
It's not even that. It's just
But here's
there
the
could be a kid that doesn't
here's
even know
the-
what happened.
here's
It's
the-
just a kid that's on a wrong path.
But
And
here's the thing I'll tell you, and we just had training in the school the other day. It was like threats, assessment. These things don't come out of nowhere. There's signs, and then people want to ignore it.
Yeah,
There are signs.
they
People say
post things on
Right,
social
so
media.
What we all need to do is if you hear somebody, or you like, if a kid says like, or comes to you and says, I'm not, find a way to like get them the help they need. If you like, I always say, if you see something red flag, it's better to try to deal with it than let it go, right? Even if you over care about somebody, they're gonna feel better about being like overly protective as opposed to not giving a shit about them.
Right.
Yeah, I think
But listen, we could go on about this forever.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
really could.
Yeah.
All I could say is that like let's try to be more united.
It's on all of us.
It's on all of us.
to do
I've never
better.
been more happy to get out of school in my life. Like I'm gonna be honest. Just not have to deal with this sitting in the back of my head.
Yeah, dude. Listen, I go to school every day.
I love high school, but I just
It's
hate-
something that you can't go a day without thinking
Yeah.
about. That.
Yeah,
It's-
but see that's
it's a
so-
possibility.
it's
though.
everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Right.
I went to school in the 70s and 80s, and the thought of somebody coming to my school and shooting it up wasn't even in the back of my mind. It wasn't a thought. It wasn't. If somebody had mentioned that to us back then, we would have been like, "What are you talking about? How crazy are you to even think, let alone suggest something like this happening?" And it's so sad that we are having this conversation, and we've had countless incidents where that very thing has happened over and over and over and over again. It's beyond my comprehension from growing up when I did to what I have to face and deal with, you're out of school now, DJ, but Andrew's still there, Brody's still there, and I just, and your girls, it just boggles my mind that this is what is happening in our society and that we've sunk to that level. And it's not even going to school anymore. It's going to a freaking supermarket.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's going to a movie theater.
It's like they don't even have a care in the world. These people.
No, they only have one thing on their mind.
And show it, and they just want to murder people.
Yes. How many people can I kill before I get shot and killed myself?
It's the society that we live in today.
I can't comprehend it.
All is how many people can I hurt before they hurt me?
Yes. And that's all they think
Yeah,
about when they go out to do their thing.
Because they don't have any feelings. They're just numb to everything. They don't have a care in the world.
That's a great description. They're numb to everything.
Just like we've been saying, it's on us to be better and to make a change. And
advocate. When you see something, advocate. When you see something
Yeah.
not right, advocate.
Yeah.
You see somebody messing with somebody, and you're like, dude, like, come on,
and
off.
and Smitty said it earlier. I think I speak for all of us here. If there's anybody out there that ever needs somebody to talk to, like, reach out to any of us. We're all here.
Yeah.
I will get you in connections if you need it.
Smitty has the school.
Yeah, Smitty has the professional
and
connections.
Yeah, I mean that's for anybody. I mean, like Smitty said, we all come on here. We make jokes, and it's all in good fun. But
at the end of the day,
at the end of the day,
each other,
there's more serious things in life than talking about sports.
Yep.
And
Yeah, like today when I was getting a haircut, me and my dad and the barber were talking, and like the barber asked my dad about like college or where my sister's going, and they mentioned Temple, and my dad said how he didn't really want to go up there just because of the things that can happen up there, and the fact that we have to like be in that mindset isn't.
Yeah,
see, the thing is now it's happening anywhere. It doesn't matter where it is.
The fact that safety enters into your school decision is so sad.
More and more, my school keeps doing like these things like digital citizenship, like telling you how to be good online, and there's posters like safe to say, like talking about if people say things, and I'm grateful to say that like there hasn't been any, obviously there hasn't been any like shootings or anything in my school, but there has been times, like pretty sure it was either this year or last year, there was a kid in the grade before me who threatened to bring a gun to school and shoot a girl, which thankfully he is no longer in the school. But
yeah, man, it's
crazy.
Yeah,
it's got to be a conversation you need to continue to have, and that's the thing that I think DJ is right on.
Yeah,
like, we can't stop.
It can't fade away.
Go week and be like, and not think about these families and not honor them, but like. It needs to be like a call for action.
Steve Kerr said it has to stop being, the moment I saw him, do something about it.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
He's right.
Said,
He's 100% right.
Thoughts and prayers only do so much.
Yeah, he said that your
action is needed.
He said your morning and moment of silence that every game can only do so much.
Right. In a
He's
month
right.
in a
He
month
said-
from now we'll all be,
Back to
doing whatever, but this still needs to be at the
That's the
headlines,
thing.
and it still needs to be talked about.
Yeah.
Right.
And it needs to be talked about in the places where changes
In Congress.
can happen. Exactly, in Congress and people who are in
And
the
the
actual
president
power.
needs to say stuff about
Yeah,
this.
I mean, you're right. Like, you think about it. Like, in a week,
Congress
we're going
has
to
the
continue to
mission.
move on with these lives.
Yes.
These people's lives are never going to be the same.
Nope.
No.
19, 22, people's lives have changed forever.
Ev-
And I think we
And
need to
it's
keep that
sad.
mindset when we just move on to be like,
Yeah.
And as bad it is for the families of the victims, think about the kids that witnessed this
Yeah.
and
oh,
survived
that's
it.
mental health. You're right.
They're going to have PSD for a long
PTSD,
time.
yeah.
PTSD
For like their life.
for a long time.
Probably the rest of their life.
Yeah,
It's-
and
and, like,
and I heard they were talking about this on the radio yesterday or today, and was it Sandy Hook? The kids that survived Sandy Hook are now like juniors and seniors in
They're-
high
I
school
think
or
they
something like
they
that.
Graduated, I
Like-
think.
Or
I think last
you know,
year.
these kids have to live with this bullshit for the rest of their lives.
It was actually it was actually a cool story that I saw. I think it was last year. It's years ago. The high school that kids go to from Sandy Hook Elementary, they recently won like the state championship. That year, and it was all the kids that were at Sandy Hook when it happened. They were all seniors or something.
Yeah.
And they won the state championship for football that year. So I mean, it was just
That's-
a nice little
yeah.
story.
Yeah,
for them,
yeah.
so,
It's-
but you know,
It's still gonna live in
I mean,
their
if
lives
you, and you
forever.
think about
Yeah,
that
it's-
story, a lot of those kids, like, they just had an honor roll
Yeah.
celebration.
dude,
and
like
an hour
the-
later, their parents saw him, and they were like,
yeah.
that was the last
And
time they freaking saw him.
I
Yeah.
heard that
Last
like,
time they saw him.
there's
Yup.
many of parents from that Texas shooting this past week
Yeah.
that still didn't get the call that their kids are dead. Like it's sad to think
Yeah.
that like they think their kids are still alive or like
Well,
okay.
I think it's cleared up now, but
Yeah.
that was a couple hours after they still couldn't
Yeah,
find
they
out.
and like apparently like the guy that did it was like apparently like he locked himself in the room with the
And
kid
just shot.
and they
Yeah.
started shooting them
Yeah.
all. Like
They don't
it's
care.
sad.
That's what we're saying. They don't care.
Yeah.
Once they get to that point.
And
that's it.
apparently that dude up in Buffalo had this mapped out. He's gonna go like apparently come down to Philly and do
he
it.
did. He did recon.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
went
he-
up.
Coming down to Philly.
He had
That's
a
what I
plan.
heard. He was gonna come down to
Uh,
Philly. And
I didn't hear
He
that.
had a
I
plan.
believe you.
yeah.
I don't even want to give those people.
It's-
Yeah,
their
yeah.
time.
This
That's another thing. Like,
whole
Yeah.
we think about the
conversation is just it's too much,
And how
right?
it's just-
Like it's
conversations, words
it's-
isn't enough.
it's
by the time you can do something about it, it's too late.
No.
It's not too
I don't
late.
see. I don't agree with that. It's,
It's
never
not
too
too
late.
late, but, like-
it's never too late. But it needs to
after-
start now.
After it happens,
It's
Right.
too
Yes.
late.
It's
But
so-
right now,
but it
We
needs to
know-
happen before the next.
Yep.
Action needs to be started and taken before the next one happens.
I don't care if it takes a whole month. There has to be something done in Congress. There's a bill made up with, or
there's one sitting on the
Yeah.
thing.
I know
They'll
they-
vote that women don't have rights. And I'm not trying to get political, like that they can't like have an abortion or however you feel about that, whatever.
But
But, like
it just-
that other vote is just sitting there. There's
the,
been a
the
there's
gun
been a
control
vote.
one.
Yes.
Yeah, that
It's been
is
sitting there. I
complete
forget what it's called. Something 8. Like
Yeah.
like it's been sitting there.
for 2 years.
Yes.
It's just
And it's still not.
and you know
like,
what?
you
Because the
heard some of
Congress
them.
doesn't care. I don't think they care about the American
No,
people.
I think
right?
they're afraid of
It-
going against their party.
Jim,
That's what it is.
No, like Jim said, it comes back to money.
Yeah.
It's just sad how like
guns
that-
produce a lot of money,
It's
you're right.
more
it's
money
sad
for the
how that they
politicians.
care about money more than the American citizens.
Yep.
That's-
Like if we
that's-
should, and
That's
I think
politics.
I think
Yeah,
Steve
get
Kerr
used to
said
that.
that there's about 97% of this country that's being
90%
Uh,
that
they-
want the universal background.
yeah that
Yes.
had and that are being held hostage by the American government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's we've been saying it
All right.
this whole segment. You know, it's
It's rough.
awful. It's
rough.
sad,
it's there's a lot that
but
needs to
change
be done.
needs to happen tomorrow.
Yep.
There's a lot that needs to be done. It's a conversation. I mean, we could keep going on this.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a shame for the families. It's a shame that these kids growing up have to live in this world where they don't feel safe going to school. It's scary for us as parents to have to think about it. It's scary for educators. No teacher goes to school thinking I'm going to be a teacher and then I'm going to, be working the future, training the future of America, educating the future of America. But, I got to wear a Kevlar vest.
Right.
Like that's not. You didn't sign up for that in your job. It's
Nope.
just it's hard. There's a lot of as much as we want to say we don't want to make it political. There is a lot of political stuff to it.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing you could say like locally, each of us just don't be a dick,
Right.
right? Don't be a
Seriously.
dick. Look out for your fellow
Yeah.
humans. Just don't be a dick. If you see somebody struggling, I know it's not easy, but say something to somebody. If you look like your conversation, a 10-minute, hey, what's going on today? You all right? You want to talk about something? You want to go get a soda? You want to go sit down? Again, it's not easy. Sitting here saying it sounds great.
Yeah, we
It's not an easy world today.
Yeah.
So just try to be better.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
Yep.
Well said.
Ready?
All right?
All right, man.
All right, folks.
Thanks.
I know
Nate.
we
Thanks,
we
Nate,
went a
for
little
letting
bit.
us,
Yeah, we went a little
get
bit
that off.
longer there.
You want to say anything?
Yeah,
Nate, you want to add
anything to say
anything? Or?
since you have kids still in school?
It was nothing for me to really add to it. You guys, I think, touched on everything. Like, it's tough. You know what I mean? Like you guys said, it's tough.
Yeah.
I made a speech at a wedding not too long ago, and I said, you know, kind of life was good.
Right.
You know, we have so much things to be thankful for, so much blessings in the world. A lot of people have a lot of bad hands that are being dealt, and they're dealing with a lot of stuff that, you know, I personally have no idea of. You know, we all feel like we live in our bubble. There's a lot of bad things going on outside of that, and this is just another reminder of how really bad it is out there while we continue to kind of just navigate, you know, on autopilot, right? We don't even, we're desensitized to everything, you know, adults included, you know. So there's a lot to work on. There's a lot to do. Like, I think you guys just hit it right on the nail, you know, just starts with you, starts with yourself.
Yeah.
And you just got to keep that energy around you. I think energy is contagious, right? You know, I'm a big person about how the energy flows. So I think just kind of keeping the right people around you, and, you know, only control what you can control.
Yep.
You can't really control what other people do and how they are. Protect yours, and, you know, just kind of keep moving and just think positive. Just try to be positive. Think about, you know, it's a lot to be negative about. It's a lot to talk about, but you know, have the conversation, have the tough questions, and have the tough answers. And like I think you ended great, Jim. Be excellent to each other. I think that's a perfect kind of like segue when you just kind of close out. Like, just be excellent to each other.
Time,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I think we maybe just say it because it's a good saying. It flows right, but there's a lot of truth to it. So
But it's makes life easier.
I agree.
Makes life easier.
Take us home, Jim.
All right, Jim.
All right, boys. Everybody, thanks for watching us. I know we got a little heavy at the end here. We will still stand by.
it's a
Hertz is the best
conversation that
quarterback
needs
in
to
the
be
NFC.
I think it would have been very.
Yeah, we didn't want to ignore it. We didn't want to ignore it.
Like DJ said. So.
We didn't want to ignore it.
Yep,
we are
absolutely.
here for fun. We are here for shits and giggles.
Sure.
But life is reality.
Yes.
We're parents. We're students.
Yes.
We're educators. So, you know, it affects everybody.
Sure.
It does.
So let's not be blind to it. Let's do what we
especially for
can to just be excellent to each other.
Awesome.
All right, folks. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you on the next episode of Santa Boo First. Take care.
Well done. Well done. That was really good.
Phone cut out right at the end.
That was good.
I mean, it's gotten to the point where I literally already have a countdown started to graduation. I have 54 weeks on
He
graduation.
says, "Oh, what do you want to tell me now, tough guy?" I said, "Bing, what are you doing here? I thought I'd tell you to go fuck your mother." I thought he was gonna shit. Ow, Bing! Oh, fuck is? Gee, I wish I was big just once. You're a big cop. Really funny. Really funny. What do you mean I'm funny? It's funny, you know. It's a good story. It's funny. You're a funny guy. What do you mean the way I talk? It's just, you know, you're just funny. It's, you know, the way you tell the story and everything. Funny how? I mean, what's funny about it?
Well,
Tommy, no, you got to
maybe
Oh,
because
wait.
they think in the city
He's a big boy. He knows what he said. What'd you say? Funny how?
more cognizant
What?
of it.
Just, you know, you're funny. You mean, let me understand this, because you know, maybe it's me, I'm a little fucked up, maybe. But I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here to fucking amuse you. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny? I'm not just, you know how you tell a story. What? No, I don't know. You said it. How do I know? You said I'm funny. How the fuck am I funny? What the fuck is so funny about me? Tell me. Tell me what's funny. Get the fuck out of here, Tommy. You motherfucker. I almost had him. You stuttering prick yet? Frankie, was he shaking? I wonder about you sometimes, Henry. You may fold under questioning. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is it with you? I thought I was getting pinched over here. He's hanging.